We pray that may you come and oversee everything that will happen over here so that at the end all the glory and honor shall be given unto you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. A round of applause once again for Erica. So I will hand over the microphone to please you may take a seat. Please hand over the microphone to Frank to tell us why we are here, and then we will move on to introduce the first speaker for today. Thank you very much.
Good morning, beautiful people. My name is Frank Yawanyaboji, and I'm a team member of Ayefro Wedtech, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to this program. We are here basically to learn, and not just to learn, but we believe that in the events industry, vendors work together for any program. So it's good to have an opportunity for us to be in one space, get to know the faces behind the names, the popular names we've been hearing, especially for those who are on our platform and those who are also new to our platform. It's good to finally see you, get to know you, interact, and then build stronger connections so that when a client comes to you and says, I need a cake, or I need an MC, or I need something, you instantly have a name in mind and you can link that name to a face. And once you build tighter and stronger networks and connections, you're also able to expand your brand reach, and also you're able to build your business better. So that's what we are here to do, and it's going to be a very practical session. We have seasoned, resource persons who have excelled in various fields of endeavor, from branding, marketing, from social media management, to financial payments, and any other kind of knowledge that we felt was very relevant to the participants of this event. Last year we had the first session and we got good feedback from everybody. So based on that feedback, today we are having the next session, and we believe that's going to be an exciting time. So without wasting any more time, I'd like to invite our very first speaker and the resource person. His name is Carlos J. He's married to one wife, has one beautiful baby. He is the general manager of Insight Grey Advertising Ghana, affiliated to Grey International UK, and he's an Odadier Presecan, and he's well versed. He's traveled the world. He has huge experience when it comes to branding and when it comes to building of businesses. I mean, Insight Grey has done a lot of branding works for many companies that we know in Ghana, okay, and most of the malls that are in Ghana here. So,
all right, thank you very much. Please give it up for Frank. Before our first speaker takes the microphone, I would like to do this before we move on. My co-MCs are here. My interesting, awesome looking moderators are ready to take us through the presentation and then the moderating session. So please, I'll introduce Antioch. Antioch, please give us a wave. All right, so Antioch, come and join me. And then my sweet looking Era. So please give it up for my co-MCs while they introduce themselves, and then we'll hand over the microphone to our first presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Osei, and good morning, everyone. As he said, we are going to be the moderators for the workshop. So we were actually supposed to introduce Mr. Carlos J, but then it's not too late. So we're going to have 2 sessions, and then each session will have 2 presentations. Frank has already talked about the topics we are going to have, but as and when the need arises, we'll go through them once again. So we are going to begin with branding, and I'm handing over to my colleague, Antioch.
Thank you very much. So like she said, my name is Antioch. I'm an MC and a poet, so we do this. So I think my boss will be setting a very, let's say less than 2, right? So boss, let's have a word from you before you start the show.
Eyes and letter, right? Okay. So
let's have a word from you before we start officially there.
Eyes and letter, right? Okay, so come is the word. Oh, good morning.
if you had listened to all that Frank said, you would have thought, I mean, it was on wild, but please, I mean, he was just, no. I mean, I know Frank, he likes to flatter, so, I'm way lower than that. I mean, you have no idea. I'm somewhere down there. Thank you very much. And I think I have to, last time I was around, this was like about 2 or 3 years ago I was around, and I commended the team for such a good work done, and today I see it to the next level, and I'm so impressed. Some of us try to do things like these and we never really got anywhere. So seeing all of this, I mean, impresses me a lot, and I think it's a very big thanks up to the organizers of this. I don't know if you've tried to chase sponsorship before. You realize that getting sponsorship in Ghana,
you have to put in more work.
If there's another way that is worse than hell, we could use it. And especially in these past 2-3 years, when I'm not a politician, so I'm not talking politics, I'm talking reality, okay? The past 2-3 years when things have been a bit tight, when budgets have been cut left, right, center, and you know, if somebody has little money to give, little money to run their business, sponsorships and marketing and advertisements and all that are the places that they cut out first. They cut off. If you have $1 million to spend, and you've been doing that over the past years, and this year you just have 100,000 to spend. Obviously, 900K is off. And 900K, what do you kick out? You don't kick out you don't say, no, I won't buy raw materials anymore. You say, no, you say what? Charlie, sponsorship, advertisements, all those things out. Okay, so it's been really tight. When I was sitting there, MC, do you have the permission to go ahead? I think. Alright, we can start, right? Yeah.
Before you continue, sir, is Ima around? Ima, from impressions, can you come up? So Ima is going to take us through a process where we can print pictures right after here. So you just come do some briefing before we continue with the colors. Let's give him a resounding clap off. Let's just clap for him. So take us through the process, okay?
Hello, good morning. My name is Emmanuel from Imprecious Ghana. And we are into a smart photo booth that also acts as a marketing and branding tool for events and for event organizers. All right. So for today, very quickly, what you have to do to get a photograph from here is to take the hashtag Wedtech19, post the photograph to Instagram with the hashtag Wedtech19, and then once it hits Instagram, the system will just pick it up and print automatically for you. It's going to come out as a photo sticker. That's going to be like a souvenir for you. You can stick it on your phone, on your laptop, or anything. All right. So you can just pick it up when you have a break or a recess from the table behind there. All right. And also, you could also print a photograph by mentioning Ayefro Inc. at Ayefro Inc. All right. So the hashtag or the mention at Ayefro Inc. So you make a post and just say having fun or learning at Ayefro Inc. Wedtech, and then the system will just pick it up and print for you. So those are the two options for Instagram. Now for Facebook, you go to printme.pics. All right, it's printme.pics. In your browser. Yes, on dots. That's the point. All right, so if you want to print using the Facebook, which we advise you to do, we advise everybody to print from all the avenues available. You get multiple prints. So you go to your browser and enter printme.pics. Not as in a point. All right, and then yes, .pics. Yes, P-I-C-S. Yes, printme.pics. Okay, that's the first step. Now it will ask you to log in. So if you're already logged into Facebook on your phone, it will just continue. Now, once together, you would, it will ask you to take a photograph. You take a photograph with your phone and then set the location. You ask you for the location. The location is Ayefro. The location is Ayefro. And then you print. All right. So you have three shots. And then when you share or you like, you get an extra shot. Okay. So that's it for the Facebook. Did we all get it? So for Instagram, you use the hashtag Wedtech19, or you mention @Ayefro Inc. in your caption. For Instagram, just post the photograph, the caption mention @Ayefro Inc. or use hashtag Wedtech2019. And for Facebook, you go to your browser and enter printme.fix. So if you've written, just go through it, see if you have the right thing. Printme.fix. You log in with Facebook, then you take a photograph. We advise that you take a photograph from here with someone sitting next to you or yourself, all right? And then you set the location to Ayefro. Thank you very much.
Let's put your hands together for a second. I'll quickly go through this. I try as much as possible not to be formal. There are too many textbook definitions and classroom, and there's so much theory. There's so much theory in Ghana. If you get to visit some other places, you realize that there are so many people who get to do things and they don't even know the theory behind what they do. But they still do the things and they still make it. Unfortunately, it's a bit the opposite in our country, where we go to school and then we learn so much. But when I was in school, I mean, see, you support your son anyway. Any technical here, then support your son anyway. You know, we chew and chew and chew and chew. And we even had a prof who would tell you that memorization is the key to success. Memorization is key. And you'll be jamming that into your head, and you have to memorize and memorize and memorize. In somebody else's country, memorization is nothing. I'm not saying if you are here and you are able to commit a lot of things into memory, it's bad. I'm just trying to let you understand that sometimes it's good way to move away from what is written and what we know. And that's what I try hard to do in this it's a very short presentation. We're not going to do a lot of textbook stuff and a lot of stuff you've probably read or seen in school. Business branding and when to brand. A very quick overview. We will look at what branding is and some branding elements or elements of a brand, and there's some few strategies or a single strategy maybe, and how we should brand to win more customers, which is, I think, is about the most important point in the whole overview. How to win more customers, Abby? Why are we all working? It's just to get more cash. I like money. When time it is to brand, and what other benefits the ad agencies can build. So, even though we'll have a Q&A session after this, let me just pass the mic around. At least I can do this for 2 minutes. MCs really help me. Branding, in your own definition. This one, no Google. Just try. You see, I don't want you to think of a wild definition for me in your mind. Like, what do you think branding is? Branding, if anybody asks you, no Google, please try. Let's put your phones down. Let's. Interesting. Anybody?
So you round up, okay. For me, when I hear branding, the first thing that comes to mind is identity.
Identity, yes. So like ID card. Yeah. Thank you very much. Powerful. Identity.
And who else also say?
The idea I want people to have about me.
The idea you want people to have about you. Branding. Powerful.
I also think
no answer is wrong, please. No answer is wrong.
The perception.
A perception.
Yeah.
An idea.
Who is giving it? Iman is giving it something.
Picks me, man.
So, branding is the art of shaping what you want people to see you as. In very simple terms, yes.
Okay, I'm pretending to understand.
I see it as the face of a company.
The face of a company, okay.
I
I see it as the image you want to put across to people.
Image you want to put across to people. Okay.
Okay. Branding is what identifies you. So, yeah, based on what identifies you. So MTN, for example, once you see the yellow and the colors they have there, you can easily identify them.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you very much. I mean, wonderful submission.
Branding is like establishing a niche for oneself or creating a legacy.
Establishing a niche for oneself or creating a legacy. Okay, like a Dangote legacy, right? Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Sorry, I mean, I love money, so when you say anything, I try to look in that direction. And we're in Ghana too, so I can claim it for myself. Okay, yeah.
So are we good to go? Are we good
Yes,
to go?
yes.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. We felt like a senior pastor and a junior pastor. Thank you very much. All right, so let's just quickly look at this.
What is branding? As creators, we want to think it's about us, our brilliant talent, our skills we perfected over the years, all these magical things: color, space, shape, tension, harmony, typography, beauty, simplicity. Then why do certain brands become great brands? Brands that connect, resonate, and spread like wildfire. It's because we tap into our ability to see, not as ourselves, but as others. To see the minute details and trends others don't see, not just on the computer screen, or in books, or in galleries, but in and through the eyes, hearts, and minds of people. Geniuses have that special skill to look at the universe of people and translate that into the universe of visual and written communications, to transform those observations we each sense into something we can each tangibly see and understand. That is the magic. That is the spark. That is the genius that gets each of us interested and keeps us going for something greater, for something previously impossible, for something nobody ever thought of before. That is the magic of branding.
Hello?
So, the video is just what David came up with. I mean,
Hello? David is a branding expert, and he, after so many years of working, he just did that simple. It's something you can find on YouTube. I decided to sample it for today. And he spoke about what branding is, okay, in his opinion, and what he has seen over the years. Alright. So I just decided to put, these are definitions I got online, okay? They are not my definitions. A brand is an overall experience of a customer. And I put that in bold because of what David said in his presentation. More often than not, we think we should dictate what a brand should be like. And I was very happy with some of the answers that came. Perception, an idea of what, and all that. You see, but when it comes to branding, the customer is a bit more important than you, the one who owns the brand. Should I repeat that? The customer is more important. And that's why I say that it's an overall experience of a customer that distinguishes an organization or product from its rival in the eyes of the customer. So you realize that customer is mentioned about twice in this statement. For most of us, how should the thing look like? It's a very, very simple definition, and this is customer centric. This is something that focuses more on the customer. And that's all about branding. It's not about you. So even though you brought this up, even though you started this, even though you initiated it, even though you are the originator, the focus is not really you. If it was, you could have just put the thing out there and enjoyed it yourself in your room, and everything will be okay. But you want the thing to go out there, and because you want it to go out there, those who are going to consume the thing are more important than you are. I'm not saying you are not important. I'm just putting a scale, okay, so that you know that somebody is actually above you. So then let's look at what a brand is or what a brand is not. And I have another short video that we can look at over here by some students in one university.
Something you never knew. But just take that from there.
Initially, I thought having a good logo and all that was branded. It was part of branding. But from this, I realized it's not.
Yeah, I never knew branding started with cattle. Yeah.
So many people don't know that the word brand itself actually comes from there. That's how they used to identify, this is mine. And you know we do that in Ghana. Yeah. If you are in places where there's a lot of cattle or there's a lot of sheep and goats, the owners cannot distinguish their goats from the others, so they have to brand them so that they know. So this is mine, this is yours. And they were not even using names. They were using
logos.
Please do it.
I like the bit that says brands now speak action. So Google it. And then the bit that says people will use your brands for sentences.
That's right. When your brand
Use
becomes
your
a verb.
brand as a verb.
That's right.
Yeah.
We had a presentation, and we're going to have a number of people from various countries in that video presentation. So there was a guy from the UK, another guy from SA, and we had to. So someone was like, a question an intern just asked. He was like, "So which Skype are we using?" You know, because we normally depend on Skype or TeamViewer, and then there's a third one. So and the lady was like, "Which Skype are we using?" You know, the white one was like, "What are you saying?" Anyway, that's just by the way. Please, Pastor.
So let's have yours.
I love the one you talked about branding being how you're confident. Like you spoke about being confident. Also part of branding. I never knew, so I think that is really great. You know.
Powerful.
That's good to know. Even back in the days, you know, what we used to do in class, we didn't know what we were even doing branding. You know, there was this thing we used to do with pens. You buy a new pen, you know, like you write your name and put in a pen. Wow! Like this pen is BF29. Actually, this is mine. That shall not steal. Actually, we are rather branding our pens. And we didn't know. Come on. Who never did that in class? Oh, you didn't do it. You didn't go to school. So, Carlos.
Thank you very much. So you realize that there are so many things that a brand actually is, and there are so many things that a brand actually isn't. And I like the points my sister raised about it not being a logo. I mean, we may delve a little into that later, but so many people focus so much on the logo and forget all the other elements. So that takes us into, let's quickly jump into brand elements then. There's been so many schools of thoughts. Okay? There's been so many schools of thoughts about how many brand elements there are. But you see, when we were in school, we were told that there were 9 planets. Right? I remember learning that in JSS. Sorry, JHS, yeah. I think now are there more than that? Oh, are my people here up to date? They are less. Whoa. So one planet decided to run away. There are more. I mean, these things keep changing and keep changing. And you can remember, I don't know if you remember whether you were WhatsApping 10 years ago or 8 years ago. Were you WhatsApping? Really? Yeah. I remember the first time I was using Google Maps. I was going to meet some people somewhere in the eastern region. Okay? And I didn't know exactly where they were, but they gave me the name of the place, and I decided to just put it on the map and then it was Google Latitude, okay? And you just key it in and then pop. Before they realized I was there, they were like, "Whoa, how did you guys get here?" Because we were waiting to give us the direction. We were like, "Oh, when we want something, we come for it." And the white man was like, "Give them the job, give them the job." You know, it wasn't Chamani anyway, but at least. So, you know, times change and things keep changing every time. So somebody will say, "Oh, there are 5 brand elements, there are 10 brand elements." Look, there are so many of them, and I'm sure tomorrow they'll discover another one, and I'm sure the next day they'll discover another one, and it will keep going on and keep going on and keep going on. But they are very, very basic ones, because we're looking at these category of people here, because we are looking at vendors here. Let me put it that way. We need to focus on a few brand elements that would shape what we do as business people. All right? So I want us to begin with what I call the brand name. The brand name. Who has heard of Goyle? Goyle. Oh, anybody here heard of Goyle? Ghana Web. Papaya. The last one is what? Tonaton. Tonaton. But we say Tonaton. We've globalized it from the side. Alright. So a brand name is very crucial for you. Before we even think of what a logo is or what kind of logo you need a brand name that resonates with who your customers. There are people, so that's why that's why I put Tonaton and Papaya and Ghana Web and Goyle. That Goyle, what's the full name? Goyle is what? Ghana Oil. The moment you hear Ghana Oil in China, you know it's from where? From Ghana. Taste close, Agbina. No long things. Seriously. Ghana Web. Say. I don't know who came up with the name, but I think the person did a very good job with Ghana Web. Anybody here working at Ghana Web? Do you know that Ghana Web is the most visited website in Ghana? I think even in the world, I think it ranks like number 5 or so, or number 20. At least in the first 20, there's Ghana Web. Yeah. I mean, imagine owning that much traffic. Like that traffic belongs to me. God, the money I'll get. Yeah. Papaya. When it's way back, when we were kids, I mean, our day without papaya is what? It's no our day. Yeah. And yet, those who own it, are they Ghanaians? Why would they want to use the name papaya? Easily, they are not looking at themselves. If they were looking at themselves, they would have said, what Indian name can I use? Ranjit or something, I don't know. But they said, papaya. And that's the brand name they chose. And it has worked, hasn't it worked? You like to mention it and you like to identify with it, but you don't even own it. It's owned by somebody else. But the person chose to use your name. Very powerful example. And then Tonaton. Tonaton is not based here. Are you aware? Who knows where Tonaton is? Somewhere in the Netherlands or so. Yeah. But it chose the name what? Tonaton. It's here. So your brand name should resonate with the people. You know, if the thing, I know sometimes you want to feel so special. You feel like, Charlie, I don't want the thing to be local. I want the thing to be there, so that when the Brits and the people see that they know that, yeah, Charlie, it's a global village, man. No, don't be fooled. If you've been in China, you realize how you struggle to use WhatsApp there, or any other form. The ones you know, they were talking about Facebook, this and that. No, not the China man. You use it there, unless you are doing some back end, you are doing some uses of proxies and some things, and then you can go around it. No, but not normally. Because the Chinese have said that no, once you are in our territory, you use what? Our things. And it ends there, case closed. So these are Ghanaian brand names that go well with the Ghanaian people. Papaya, I like that name so much. I don't know why. I say Papaya, so we look at the one other element, which is what our lady mentioned. It's as important as the brand name itself. And over the years, people have felt that this is like the thing, okay? But it is not the only thing, and which is your logo. So I decided to put a few logos there. Samsung, Surfline, Paye has come again. Oh, MTN, you are well acknowledged here. I didn't know you were coming here, but maybe because we're in the spirit. Ghanaians. Yeah, so MTN is here. Almighty is here. Yeah. Put our hands together for Almighty. Powerful. Just a minute. you realize that these logos, when you are doing when you are working on your logo, or when you are getting a designer or somebody to work on your logo, keep it as simple as possible. Keep the logo as simple as possible. Not too many colors. Most logos work within one or two colors. A few logos have 3 colors. Okay? See, the more you try to be complicated, the more you move away from the norm. We've worked on a few logos that have worked, that are on the market actually, and there was a lady who came, and when she asked that the logo be done for her, the logo was done for her. She was like, no, this is too simple. So we oh really? Okay. We gave her a chair and then started a conversation with her. So what are you looking at? What do you expect? And blah 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 blah. And you realize that after talking with her, we went round and round, and she was like, okay, you know what? She'll go back and come another time for us to discuss the logo again. Then we realized that even she herself didn't know what she wanted. She didn't know what she wanted. Not too many colors. You see the GCB logo in the corner. Do you remember what the former logo used to look like? Commercial bank. Do you remember the former commercial bank logo? Some box with some black wrist sort of thing, and then they rebranded to this one. But I think this looks like so cool. You see the head of an eagle in that logo? The white portion is actually the head of an eagle. Sorry for those at the other side. And then there's EMS. Good old EMS. We used to post our EMS. Are they still existing? But even then, they knew that their logo had to be simple. Just 2 colors in there. Thank you very much, sir. And then our brothers who are here, welcome. Do you remember the old logo? They didn't start with this. So even in this list, you can see that GCB has changed, Melcom has also changed. But they didn't start with it. What they started with wasn't as good as this. They've gotten somewhere. They've understood a few things. They've aligned themselves with the changing dynamics. And they realized that no, we can't keep our logos that complicated. So you realize that as these brands age, they get simpler and simpler. Then you ask yourself, but why is that the case? That's because they are realizing how much goodness there is in what? Simplicity. So please keep your logos very, 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 very simple. So if you are here and you've never thought of having a logo, you really need a logo. Pay a designer to help you out. And pay professional designers. There's no designer in your room, right? I could have given you free market. Oh, are you sure? Pay people to do it for you. The logo should be the embodiment of the company itself. It's as powerful as the brand name. People should be able to see the logo and say, this is you. That takes me to the next slide. I generally put a few logos up here. Who knows what or whose logo this is? Simple. Is anything written there? But you just see it and you know what? This is Apostolic Church of Ghana. When we're coming, I was telling Frank before we started that I'm coming straight from the Volta region. We went for a program at Chito. So, I mean, we're very big one. We just drove straight here. And at the point I could count, I was like, wow. Is it because I was going to do a presentation? I'm realizing that there are so many of them out there like that. There are so many. And everywhere, the same logo, the same thing. Consistency is so key when it comes to what your brand elements should be. Your logo can't be like this today and like that tomorrow. I would have shown you where we've come from. You see the gray logo you see below there, the GREY. It wasn't like this in the past. It used to be, they were separated. You wouldn't even know if you were not told. Okay? You wouldn't even know if, nobody drew attention to it. The G and the R and the E and the Y were separated actually. And after some brand re-engineering, we came up with this, and this is what has stayed. You realize that the logo should be considered. I've seen a number of people who give call cards. The boss's call card is different from the staff. Like, for instance, so if you are the owner of the business, you have a call card that says that I'm the general manager, and my logo is there. And sadly enough, I've seen this for even banks. No two ways about it. Your logo is there on the card, and sales executive or even head of operations has your logo, but it's another logo, another of the same kind. That looks powerful. Hey, not that serious though. That doesn't speak well of any good brand at all. Let me know the real. Which one is this? Please, what do you say?
No, not that one.
I don't want to hear that one. Alright, so that's University of Ghana. How about the last one? Charlie, pardon me for presentation purposes. Pardon me. That's wonderful. Which one is this? What? RLG. Powerful. RLG. You see, they've been gone, so now we don't know. But that should tell you how good their logo was. Not many colors. Charlie. Yeah, some people even call it 1931. Do you know? Oh yeah. The boys call it 1931. How about that one? Who can guess that one? The last one. No? 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 I worked on this project for a movie. And I was making the same mistake when we started. And they kept correcting me. Independence Day. The name of the project is in the logo. No, that can't be a name of the project. It's Ghana 60 years on. It's not Ghana at 60. Yeah, that's when politicians decide to do branding, that's what happens. When we were called to the secretariat to discuss this, we kept saying, oh, Ghana 60. You were like, no, it is not Ghana 60, it's Ghana 60 years on. Like, what's the difference? Say, no, when you say Ghana 60 means we are 60 years now. But I want to have a celebration that will last, that will go on and on and on. So this logo is for Ghana 60 years on. Very complicated. You know there were issues with this logo, do you know? And that's why I brought it up. The O in the 60 has 3 people holding themselves. I mean, that's what they say. We didn't design it anyway, so please. So there are 3 people holding themselves just to signify togetherness, okay? But there was a big issue with that. And that was one of the reasons why there was a stalemate with this particular thing. People say it was plagiarized. And you know, opposition, I mean, we are not talking politics here, but when these things come out, people do research, people dig. And it was all over social media. People were tweeting the actual, just like the easy one. You know, the easy logo too had an issue. Yeah. So people brought the original, and then they put this there. So now look at it yourself and tell us if this is not plagiar. And then what do you see? This government of Ghana. Government of Ghana can afford to do that, but you cannot afford to do that to your brand. Because you see, because of the way social media is these days, if you don't take care, it won't even come up now. It will come up when your brand has become a brand. Yeah. So please try hard not to plagiarize. It's good to look online and see get ideas, see what others are doing. But try hard. I know it's very difficult. For somebody like me, I'm not I'm not good with graphics, okay? I'm not good at sketching and doing most of those graphic designing stuff. So when I was in school, if you asked me to come up with something new in terms of drawing, I'm talking about drawing here, I wouldn't. But I could do well looking at what somebody has drawn and reproducing it. If you are like me, pass that business on to somebody else to come up with a logo for you. And when a professional designer comes up with a logo for you, please do some due diligence. Don't just put it out there all at once. Just check, find out. I met a certain company. They wanted to do some business with us. I can't mention their name for. It's a school actually. I was shocked. They came to us to do some work for them. Then when I saw what, I told them that we cannot work for you. And he said, why? I said, if you want us to work for you, you need to change that logo. And I was like, what are you talking about? We've been using this for the past 5 years. And I said, yes, but I have seen this for more than, it's been in the system for over 10 years. And I was like, oh, what are you talking about? I said, yes, I know, because I'm a board member of the company whose logo you have stolen. That was it. And you have called me to come and work for you. So I don't want to see that and say, guy working with the has bought the people's things and give it to. No, it's wrong. You can't take somebody else's logo. Don't say Coca-Cola is doing well, so you add something small. You know, back in the days, you buy Louis Vuitton or you buy Nike or Nokia, right? Or Nokia. I mean, you know, people intentionally, Chinese brothers, you can understand. You change the thing small. Don't take somebody's own and change it small. Originate. And people were saying, okay, that's it. But this is not actually club. It's actually for Accra Brewery, okay? So don't get confused. And there's a super brand and then there's that. So that's for Accra Brewery. So speaking of logos, most of you know DJ Switch, right? That young sensation, right? She was. I got to see her about 2 or 3 times on TV. I mean, I watched her and I was like, because I've been hearing the name so much. You know when she was becoming DJ Switch, and not the first DJ Switch show, not the beginning. Towards the tail end when like she was now everywhere, she needed a logo. So her advisors asked her to. Whoever was managing her brand was like, no, you need to have a logo. So they threw word out there for designers. They wanted to source logos. And you know what the winning logo is? Ta-da! DJ Switch. Powerful logo, isn't it powerful? Very powerful. Don't you see everything in there? I mean, you see this? No, seriously, if you knew DJ Switch anywhere, and I showed you this, wouldn't you know this is DJ Switch? Yeah! Because you got the name in there, the brand name is there, and the console too is there. Come on, 10 tables. Charlie, up around there, I can't tell. You know, that's just by the way. But usually, the logo and the brand name should speak to the customers or should speak to whoever is consuming the product. You know, somebody should be able to look at the logo and outrightly be able to say that this is MTN or this is Ayefro Wedtech. Are we in the... Yeah. So the logo should be very, very, very simple. You have just 1 or 2 colors, like I've said. 3, not very many have 3, but we can still manage the 3. But don't have more than 3 colors, please. As for that, don't go beyond. If you can, keep it at 2. Alright. So I bought a very famous brand that has 3 colors. Sorry that sorry, I gotta do this. So the third I wanted us to look at is The third brand element is the color. The color. Every brand needs a color palette. Every brand, you need a color palette. You need a set of colors that you can choose from, and you stick to that. Last year, we started some small company, and by then, I was so enthused with the colors of the Premier League. I mean, those who are football fans, did you notice it when the Premier League rebranded to certain colors? Yeah, some crazy colors. I was like, hey, what kind of combination is this? And they worked so much. I couldn't even believe it. And I was like, how come all along nobody thought of this? You need to have colors, and you need to define the colors. Wherever you see the yellow of the MTN, I don't want to use the materials at the back as an example. They may betray me. But what I mean to say is that the colors must be very, very consistent. And that is why you need to have the color palette, where every color is actually defined. Every color is defined. What do I mean by the color is defined? If you talk to your designers, they'll tell you that every color has a Pantone reference. Okay? So you have to be able to say that this my red is like this. At Gray, we call this red the fiery red. When you ask me in RGB, when you ask me CMYK, I can give you all the figures like that. Because I should be able to reproduce that red anywhere, the fiery red anywhere. When we're putting up our signage in front of the office, you should see how many times we change it. The guys, some of these artisans, and when these artisans, you have to be very careful. They don't really understand where sometimes they don't understand some of these things, and you need to explain to them. And they don't get where you are coming from. So they just feel, oh, they red, no, sure, red, you give the person the code, and they feel, because they don't want to say no, they say, oh, okay, we'll get it for you, and then they go and just go and look at something and match and bring the thing. But that is not the red you are looking for. For the sake of correspondence and for the sake of official communication, you have to keep the yellow. MTN, I don't know what you call your yellow. Well, maybe the MTN yellow, but there should be a Pantone reference for it. So, go back to this. And that brings us to, Google. You realize that. So I intentionally, look for their Pantone and then put them there. So this color, whether it is purple or gold or blue or whatever it is, it has a unique code. Why? So that if you are in Ghana and you want to do their Google, any work on Google, and you want to use Google colors, you have to key this in, and then the computer or whatever device you're using will generate that exact color for you, so that we maintain what? The consistency. So the colors are very, very important. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with the color. The red is there, the orange is there, and then the green is there. And that's what they've just done. They've played with their colors. So this color, you find it in here, this is in there, this is in there, this gets repeated, the green is up there, and that gets repeated. That's what they have done. Google. And this is what we call the doodle. I don't know, a lot of people know. Even today's doodle, I don't know who has seen today's doodle. The doodle is that playful thing. You see, Google can afford to do things like this. They can afford to crucify the logo. Okay, it's still Google the free thing, but if you are not there, don't be trying these things. But Google can afford to do that. Google is a giant. I don't know if there's any bigger word. Google is so big. So they can afford to play around with their logo, which they call, and they've branded that as Doodle now. So every day, I think you can check on your phone. Today, I don't know what they're celebrating, but if you just go Google today, you realize that they should have done something today. Anybody seen it? Okay, while we wait, but you realize that for the sake of consistency, even when Google decides to doodle, they still keep what? The colors. that they can't joke with. So there's some aspect of Google in there. They may have lost the logo, but they won't lose the color. There's something Google there. You found something? What is it? Different color, but it's something. It's actually celebrating something. So if probably you click on it, it will tell you what. It's World Space Day. Powerful. World Space Day. So it means that they are going to play around the theme of space. So you may see some galaxies and some things, but it's still what? Google. Yeah, and that's what they have branded Google. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. But don't mess with your logo until you get to that level again. I mean, yeah, Google can afford to do that. So the colors, I mean, don't just choose the colors. One more time. Don't just choose the color. Colors have, and ladies know this a lot. Every color has its meaning. I was trying to just get as much information on that, so I was just putting meanings here and there that people have assigned to things. White meaning home, simplicity, cleanliness, and so if your product is, let's say, assuming you provide water for guests who attend wedding receptions, okay, and you provide very chilled, cool water. That's a service you render, or that's what you do. You don't go looking for. I mean, you don't need red danger and fire or something in your logo. I mean, what do you even if you have red in there, it should not be the primary color. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Look for something that resonates with what you do. And there's so many means. Some of these things you can easily Google them. I mean, you know Royal Bank, huh? Are they part of? Who are they part of now? They are also part of CBG. Mercy. You know, they use purple. And you know purple signifies royalty. Yeah, so it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. You tell me the name of your bank is Royal Bank. As a well-meaning person or somebody who understands brand design, I know that I should find some purple somewhere. And clearly the logo is there. The logo just speaks now. It's CBG, so unfortunately for them, they've lost it. But that is it. Running out of time, so out. Another brand element you can miss are slogans. All right. I chose to say slogans, but the technical word is, or the technical term is tagline or payoff line. You know, I mean, you need something. It's not a necessity, okay? It's not as powerful as your brand name and as your logo, but having it helps. Having it helps because there are some times that you may not necessarily be able to write your brand name there or put some, but you need to rhyme it with something somewhere. So I just put some. I just saw, you know, the trustee people. They know those who sit in the trust, so they know what to put there to attract the people to sit in the trust. So someone say, "Heaven's Gate what? Allah, no bride." All right. If it's not on, powerful, and you know which brand we are talking about. Simple. You get it? So taglines help, and whether you like it or not, they may get you one business order. You know why? We met a certain client. Now they are no more anyway, and the client, the MP. In fact, when we met them, they didn't want to give us a business. We're chasing them, we're courting them over and over again. Until one day, the MD came through to the office. All this while we had never met him. And one day the MD came through to the office, and while we're leaving, the attack line was just behind the guy. And when he saw the thing, he was like, is this good? And we said, yeah. He said, whoa, I worked with you in South Africa. And we said, oh yeah. You know, then, and in fact, that was it. There was no need for even any presentation or anything. The guy knows a tagline that has rang in his head for a while. And he has been brought to Ghana to come oversee a business. And his people were doing a shakara, they won't give us the business. Then Ogboro himself sees the tagline and says, quiet, this is the tagline. I go, come, these guys are good, come. That's all. He didn't even know us from anywhere. The tagline alone gave us the business. So watch And you have to be very careful with your taglines. You know, you are running a church business, you don't want certain taglines. Or you're running a nightclub, you don't want anything around holiness. Who are you to preach to somebody? No. Let the tagline, relate to what you do. Alright? Because your tagline can actually... Let's see if we can identify some brands with some of these taglines. Everywhere you go. Hey, MTN today, I like you. Yeah. It's finger licking good. KFC, powerful. Yeah, it's coming. Just do it. Like, there is some people who are not even that abuse are saying like, as if you walk and life's good. And you see how I decided to write the tag lines the same way, the pair of lines the same way that people write them. And see how LG writes this. They don't write a G with a small g. They're trying to tell you that Charlie, the brand name is in the tagline. That's some engineering. Yeah. Number 5, the best a man can get. No? Should I put a shape on this? The best a man can get. And you see how I wrote it? That's how they write it. They don't change it. Oh. Gillette. Gillette. You won't know well, maybe so I'm so familiar with it because they are one of them. But most of their ads, recently there was a very controversial ad that was put out there and it landed, so much trouble from the US. Yeah. Oh, you see some of the Gillette ads, they are super. If I thought about it, I would have probably put one in there. Serious ads. Ads that will cost you like $500K, close to $1,700,000 just for an ad. And that's the kind of advert Gillette wants to do. So they pride themselves. That's the kind of level they've set, and that's what they do. So very serious ads that you will shoot. You stay with somebody for 3 months and you are shooting 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. The best a man can get. That's Gillette. Number 6. Ecobank. They should be sending some coins into one account for this. Naturally. Isn't this a powerful tagline? Natural, just natural. The first time I heard naturally, I was like, hey, what is guys, what is this? Interestingly enough, it's working. Naturally, it's working. And in fact, it's working naturally too. Nobody's influencing it. One word tagline. Not all, just like I said earlier, you don't necessarily have to have a tagline, but it helps. Because Google, do you know the Google tagline? Oh. Google, do they have a tagline at all? Do they need a tagline? No, they don't. But let me tell you, they have a tagline. Nobody knows it. Google tagline, don't be evil. And that's why they don't put it there, because Charlie realized I said, yeah, a tagline. Over here, I was just trying to say that there are so many other elements. The elements are so many. We can't even put all together. You talk of your website, you talk of your, which actually a touch point anyway, but it's also an element to an extent. Your symbols, your characters, the kind of font you use. The point is that all these elements must be well explained in your brand guide. Time won't permit me, I would have pulled, no, I would need permission to do that. Brand guides that probably we have done for other people. You realize that every company, but this is a bit on the higher level, okay? When you're a small business, when you're a small business, you don't necessarily have to invest in a brand guide. But it's good to sort of be able to define some of these things so that when you eventually have a brand guide, you can put everything in there. The brand guide is just a document that spells out all information about your brand. So what the logo is, how the logo should look like, what you can't do with the logo. Some people have a habit of crucifying logos. You see somebody's logo and oh, you just take it or you just scratch. No, it doesn't work like that. The logos are always in proportion. Even the positioning of the logo. Even the positioning. What we do for NID, you realize that if you take any communication material like this, This is a pull-up banner, okay? Or a roll-up banner, or a roll-up, whatever you want to call it. We have www.mtn.com.gh here. I mean, if, I'm not saying this is not properly done, but if this was properly done, they would, in the brand guide, they will tell you that whenever you're putting up a roll-up banner, mtn.com.gh should be 2 centimeters away from the edge here and 2 centimeters away from the edge here. That is consistency. So when you go and see the banner in China, it's the same thing. You will not be confused about, hey, is this for MTN or not? Because, and that's what your brand guide does. The brand guide puts all these things that we have talked about in a single document. You should, the Walmart one is online. You can take it and look. It even talks about the spacing in between, the spacing. So you have MTN, it's still low. But the distance between the M and the T, the distance between the T and the N, all that have 1 quarter, 1/3. I mean, and that is a lot of, and that's why designers must be respected. Yeah, designers do a lot of work. I mean, we sit on their neck, but a lot. I have very little time. Let me quickly rush through this. One thing which most people lack is a strategy. You can't just get up and brand. You always need a strategy. And a strategy is simply a long-term plan that will help your brand to become a successful one. It's as simple as that. Like I said, we don't do textbook. We're not doing textbook definitions. But any plan that you do, any plan, you look at your brand where it is now and where you want it to get to. Okay? So you put a plan, you roll out a plan to say, okay, in the first 2 years, I want people to hear about this brand. So it's not much about profit making per se, but to push the brand out there to people. Push the brand out. And people are normally able to do this when they have some other side business. Okay? When you have a main business you are doing, and this other new one is a side business, sometimes it gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of room to make decisions like these that will later pay off in the future. So any plan at all that you do to just make your brand a successful one. So you're looking like, oh, in 10 years time, this is where I want to see. In 5 years time, this is where I want to see. The plan that you put out there is a brand strategy. It's as simple as that. Anything to develop your brand. Maybe you think it will take you about a year to get your payoff. So now you don't want to, I mean, you just want to be careful and work with the logo for the first year or first 2 years, work with the logo and the brand name, that kind of thing. Let's see if it will work, let's see how it will sell before I move to this. Anything that you do, anything, but it must always be written and documented. Once you don't document it, it becomes something that you easily throw away. And when you even ask yourself, hey, did I say the thing I was doing in 2 years, and now 3 years, and now 5 years? In 10 years, President Nana should have heard about my brand. No, it was 5 years I said. No, I mean, and no two plans are the same. If you go online and you're looking for brand strategy, somebody will show you something and you think that, hey, this is how a brand strategy should look like. Never. Because most brands are never similar anyway. You may be a photographer and I may be a photographer, but maybe your focus is on something else. In Nigeria, they say they have food photographers. So we went somewhere and we just wanted to shoot it. They say, hey, go and get the food. I'm like, food photographer, where they? And they were like, they brought some wood. They brought the wood like this. I was like, what's special? He said, no, this one is for food photography. The wood is for food photography. They have that special wood in certain place. He said the wood is for food. I was like, hey, it's a big business there. Big business. In South Africa, the same. Big business there. So you go somewhere and then they pack the wood. They're like, what wood is it? No, they're just for food photography. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, but that's what they do. So the guys come and then they put the, they put the food on it and then they take their food. I'm like, why the food is sitting on the wood? Who will see the wood? But it's there. It's there. It's crazy. I mean, you think about some of these things. So somebody can be doing photography in one place, another person somewhere else, but entirely different. So don't copy anybody's plan. You can look at the plan to have an idea. And that's why I'm giving you a few things you need to know before you draw your plan. An image here. I think it's this. So you have to do your own audit, okay, to find out about how your own brand is doing. If your brand, you see, don't be lying to yourself. Sometimes we do that too much. If your brand is not doing well, tell yourself that it is not doing well. Don't deceive yourself, okay? You have to do a research on what the industry is and where you stand. You know that at this stage, people are doing 4G, and I'm still doing 2G. Tell yourself that you are still doing 2G. So what do I do next? Let me see how best I can move to 3G. Maybe I can have a 5-year plan and say I'm moving my brand to a 5G brand by so and so year. Even when the others are the 4G, that kind of thing. You need to be able to project. Then you can draw your plan and then get your plan to resonate with the in-house team. Please, if you are working with a group of people, make sure that every single plan, especially any plan that has to do with your brand, they are involved. Too many people do the thing at the top. And then you're asking the people down there, initially, they don't even know. They don't even know what you are doing. They don't even know what you're talking about. So please, always involve the people, and then later your plan can translate into reality. So, I think I can do this portion in 2 minutes. We're asking what to do to get more customers. Now, saying that people don't, I put technology just here because people are not taking advantage of technology enough. When we say technology, what most of us do is what? Social media, case close. But please, for God's sake and for crying out loud, social media is not what? Technology. It is just some small, well, now it's getting bigger anyway. It is just one aspect. You'll be surprised. Most businesses will put just about 1% of their advertising budget in social media. When you're lucky, some big MTM, you maybe 5% on. But social media is small. Look at the digital space on the whole. So whether it is blog, how many of us have blogs and vendors? How many of us vendors have blogs or websites? Let me put it that way. Blogs or websites. You need to have one. Especially if you are in a field where what you do appeals to sight. Okay? So if it's food you are doing, you need to be, except we try for you. TZ. Try TZ, you know. And let people see the TZ. Let people see that. And you have to vary what you do. You take advantage. You take advantage of what technology offers. So you write posts. So that's why I was trying to put what you write, because I know people struggle with content when it comes to website. Blogs and websites and all those things. And that's why I decided to just go in a little on these. When it comes to content development, they say content is king. When you have a website, that's when you realize that, hey, as one getting information and putting on the thing is not easy like that. Hey, it is hard, Papa. It is hard. There was a time that we got two people just to be providing content. Like two sites. It is hard. Why would we put, when sometimes we can lump 5 clients and say, oh, one person, you are serving 5 clients too. Yet we can say 2 people doing only one thing, content. To tell you how crazy content is, getting content. It's very difficult to get content for websites. And you see, it's not safe to be going to pull other people's things and be dumping them on your website. What are you doing? You're not really directing traffic to the people. Yeah. So please, what should you write about? Your new offerings, your new products, whatever is new that you have, write about it, put it there. Industry news, have your say about it. Hey, they say the city is down. Assuming I'm an economics person and I have an economics blog, I'm a consultant and I write on economics. CD is down. I don't just sit down in the corner and say, no, what do I also think about why the CD is down? Is it truly because of the fundamentals are weak? Or because of something else? You put it there, you have your say. There's a gentleman they call Thomas and here, he comes on City, he talks on, I'm like, Charlie, now it's a brand, his name and the guy is a brand. Anytime it has to do with this, they just call him, come and talk about the thing. And that's it. So have your own say. If you have certifications, awards, achievements, anything, just write about them, put them on your blog. Just to create a variety. Because one time it was about your new offerings, another time it had to do with your take on an industry news, and then another time, achievements. You're just putting them there, just so that your site is, or your blog stays fresh all the time. Okay? And you don't need to be doing it every day, because that will definitely wear you down. Because big organizations don't even do it every day. So you have to be very careful. It is always wise to do about 2 or 3 times in a month for a startup. About 2 or 3. You don't need to, otherwise you kill yourself. Because I know what it means to get content from sites and blog. It is hell. So once you have all these, when you attend anything, you put it there. Oh, we were here. Oh, put the pictures there. Insights from your corner, your take on the wedding industry. Okay, it's almost like that. And then real, we like too many generic things. Real, we are talking to wedding vendors here. So please, real weddings. When you attend real weddings, put the thing there. Don't go and take some picture that you see that, oh, this picture is nice, so it will be nice on my website. No, or my blog. No. Real weddings, go. Let your people go in their t-shirt. So if you do Asana or Juice for, and you have your people who are set up there and they are in the t-shirt, you can say, oh, at Asimasi's, well, of course, need permission. With Asimasi's wedding, this is what we did over there. Alright? Local tips. Tips is so crucial. Tips and advice. Tips. So if you are somebody who is in the hospitality and you know that you went to Jamestown and you got marked or something, you can tell somebody that, oh, when you are walking here in the night, be careful or something. Just a tip. It's a help. You can give a health tip. You can give a security tip. Anything. Just speak on these things. I'm so behind time. Sorry. And what are we talking about? What should we do? Yeah. And visibility. Visibility. You need to grab the attention of your readers. I mean, let me just skip all this. With when it comes to your headings and all you have to be very, very tactical. Okay? You have to be tactful, with your headings especially. The headings are able to capture people. You see what the journalists do. Sometimes you see the heading and you think that, hey, that this is news. Then you go and read it and you realize that, it is one Mr. Parry or one Mr. Rollins, they are talking somewhere. It has nothing to even do with JJ. You know, that kind of thing. So sometimes you have to make your headings very captivating. And then, so visibility, one more thing I wanted to add over there. You have to make yourself visible. So this is a gathering of us. That's how we say it. So in a place, wherever there was on, you have to also be there. So people know you. So now at least now I know TZ. Okay? And I'm sure when I see her anywhere, it will always come back. Or even if somebody says, oh, Charlie, they are doing something, who do you think can provide TZ? Because I've met her here. So you have to be visible. Some of us, we don't want to be a nice we are different. Look, you have to make yourself visible. Make yourself visible. You have to attend. Don't FM by that fair. The first time I found myself, I was disappointed. You know, I don't mean I was disappointed at the program. I went to look for a job. This was like way back. I went to look for a job and I didn't get a job. And when I got out of there, I was like, what should I do? Should I go? Where should I go? Then I saw the car moving towards conference center. I said, by that fair, Charlie, me going now what I mean. But because it's your industry, anything related to it, you have to be there. You never know. You meet somebody, you can even share flyers. You know, some people do that. You are standing at somebody's stand, but you're holding your own flyers. Okay, check it. Charlie, this is nice. And somebody else also checking the things and say, oh, and you know that when they are not looking there, then give the flyer to them. It's allowed. No, this is gone now. Nobody will see you for that. Please prepare to take price cuts. This is very, very crucial. When we start the business, sometimes all you think about is the money. Look, I was in our house office just like last week, Minister of Business Development. We're trying to push something new to him. And back in the days when he wasn't even minister, we used to go and try to market for him. We advertised in his paper. So, and he's such a powerful business guy. Like he's really. And then he told us that when Finder started, for the first 2 years, they were prepared to run at no profit. Because of that, their rates were crazy low. But somehow, in the second year, they are making 3 times the profit they even made in the first year. So it wasn't something they decided to do. It just came because of the mind they had from the start. So please, pass for pricing. Get rich quick there, massa. Don't be doing a one EB. Just try and cut down on the prices.
So Carlos, can you wrap up so that we can say the Q&A, okay?
So yeah, when do I brand? So we both ask for recommendations as well. Some of us, we fail to tell our clients to give us the recommendation. Let him say something, pick word for word, pick the code and put it on your website. This is what Ken Ashipi says about my brand. Finally, put it there. Powerful testimonial, get testimonial, and add it to your brand strategy. Let it be part that at least I must get 2 testimonials from some people, and put it there. Quote them. Let it be there. They work. They do a lot of magic. So you have to be bold and ask for the testimonials. When do you brand? When? Oh, can I run through this? When? This should be the last thing. When to brand? Because people will be asking, but when should I rebrand? And the fact that you say you want to rebrand means you already have a brand and you want to sort of rejuvenate it or retouch it or something. So when should you brand? So I decided to put a case study of Uber there. Uber is one of the clients that we work for, and it's not been very easy, but Charlie, they're there. Ghanaians, it's not easy. So why did Uber choose to rebrand? So that's why I want to use a real case to actually answer this question. Why we should brand? Uber realized a good number of things that were happening. Uber South Africa, Uber UK, Uber USA, they all realized that no, Charlie, the markets were giving them different. I mean, the responses were they were very, 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 very different. They were not the same. Okay, so they decided that no, there was the need to reposition ourselves. Then Taxify and the rest also came. They were like, no. What better time is it than to tell people that we are still there? You get it? Already they were having issues. This happening here, this happening, and as if it was by some divine plan, everything was just happening around the same time. And it was like, if you have a brand and something is happening to you like that, you can't sleep. It's as if the forces of nature have just all decided to go against here, just like that. So, and then to make matters worse, competition also came in, and competition was giving better prices. So what do you say? No, Charlie, we have to do everything. So to clearly differentiate them from competition, they decided to. So that was one of the first things. They said they want competition to know that, hey, we are there. We are not Taxify. We are not what? iRide. Hey, Charlie, I've not heard that one. And when they were doing that one, I'm not sure iRide had come. When they were doing the rebrand. But there were a number of them. They said, look, we are not them. We are Uber. And because we are saying that, we will change. So they changed their logo from this to this. Do you see any difference? They intentionally put the Uber inside there. They said, no, let's use text logo and let's put it inside. So that when people see, they know. So that's what they went to. And also to bring new life. They were like, no, Charlie, let's bring new life into the business. Once we rebrand, it's as if we have formed a new company and people will begin to like us. Emerge from the bad reputation. They were like, Charlie, this is the right time to emerge from the bad reputation we've got or we picked up in these countries. And that was one of the key reasons why. And you can see CBG, Consolidated Bank. It's rebranding. It's they put all the banks together and they are calling Consolidated. So that they'll come out from the ashes. The rot that has gone on, no. The new one would otherwise do a better thing. And also to evolve into a bigger brand. And to see when I go into markets, sometimes you have to think about rebranding. You realize that, hey, all this while I've been around Jamestown alone. Now, I want to move to Choco. The Choco people, how do they feel? How do they accept it? Let me tell you a short story about Mitsubishi. When Mitsubishi did Pajero, the car was selling and it was selling and it was selling. and it was selling. But they realized that when they moved into the South Americas, the Latin Americas, I mean, all those countries there, the sales was like bad. And they didn't understand why the thing was even doing well in Africa. Even Accra, I hear Rolling Stone, he bought like what? So many. But in Ghana, so the brand was doing very well in Africa, but it was not even doing well in South America. And they were like, what's the problem? Then they went to do some research. They said, in their native languages over there, Pajero is a name for a whore, a slut, a prostitute. That's Pajero, I mean, among those countries. They're like, so why would a big man want to associate himself with Pajero? Even if he likes cars, you didn't tell the whole world that he likes, no, you buy Pajero. Yeah, if you go for a little line, you don't have to let the whole world know. So you don't have to buy a car to tell people that this is what I do. So that's why people are not patronizing. And when they found out that, they said, no, then let's change the name of the car. Then they went back to the South Americans and said, we are giving you a new car. It is not the Pajero you know, this is another car. And they named the car Montero. And we were like, yeah, Montero, good car. And they started buying the car. It's the same car, spec by spec. Nothing changed in the car. Not even where the volume button was. Nothing changed. Only what? The name. So when you realize that you are evolving to a bigger market, when you are realizing that you are going to bigger places or more markets, and certain things will not be acceptable about the brand, there is a need to what? Rebrand. So thank you very, very much.
I think you can do better. Let's give them a sounding clap. Better than what you are doing now. So much revelations. I didn't even know that don't do good, don't do evil, right? It was actually the tagline for Google. So much revelations for today, Carlos. Thank you very much. So I think it's about time we take the Q&As. So questions for us to get our clarifications and everything right, get the branding right. Hello? Hello? Oh, come on, let's hear it. Hello? So let's get the questions. Let's clarify everything you need to know about branding and maybe your work. So who is giving us the first question? So MC,
Okay, so contrary to what you said about we're not trying to post all the time when it comes to content, I had a contrary view that with us as individual brands, we are supposed to always out there. So for instance, I have friends who always post, not like random posts, but like calculated posts. Every like 5 hours, they post on their Instagram, they post on their blog, like pictures, videos, just to tell people that this is what they are doing. You understand? So Carlos, what do you say about that as well? I don't know if you heard what I said. Contrary to your view
with the frequency, right?
Yeah, the frequency. Where like you should, as a beginner or as a starter, you should be posting regularly and all that, because content is hard to come by. But with us as MC or actors or as individual like artists, we went for this online course, and then we were like, you should be active on the social media, active on the internet, because it's supposed to be posting at least 3 times a day.
You see, activity 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Interesting. You see, that's why we started. I was telling you that I'm trying as much as possible not to go in any textbook, trying to give you real life situations and how things are actually happening in the real world. Look, if you give me 3 posts in a day, I'll ignore them. And if you don't take care, I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you. We post, say again. Yeah, you become a user. In advertising, we call that an overkill. You are. No, by your social, I may be a follower of you. You get it? And if I keep constantly getting to it, I begin to see that I don't attach so much seriousness to what you do. So let me give you a real life situation. Forget this. Let me give you a real life. So we handle NIB, okay? And when we started, in fact, it took like almost forever to get them to take in social media. You know, when you have a lot of bomb before computer squad in a certain place, sometimes it's difficult to do some of these things. Eventually, they gave in, and then it started. Even for a bank who had many customers and got everybody to like follow, and you want to let them know that you are there for them and everything. People started calling. We're doing just about, I think, 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. People were calling and they were like, I didn't want if you. I didn't want if you. Because so that was the feedback we're getting from the bank. And people say we are too much in their face. So they want something. So it became like once a week. Once a week. Then it became 4 times. 4 times a month, because the once a week meant that in a month that you had 5 weeks, you're going to have 5 posts. So now we just have to say no, 4, irrespective of how long the month is. 4. Please go. Maybe the nature of your work may mean that because if you are into food and you are into every day you are preparing something, you may want to, your post may be more regular than somebody else's. But you don't want to be too much in it. 3 times a day, I think it's crazy.
So I think the point has been made. So let's take the next question. Yeah.
So, thank you very much for that, by the way. I wanted to find out, how do you know whether your designer has plagiarized a logo or something? Because, usually with words, you just go to Google and all that.
Yeah, it's a very, very hard one. No 2 ways about it. That's why I was telling you earlier that you don't need to rush to get that thing out there. The brand name, because of RGD and everywhere else, you can easily go and check it out and say, okay, I'm writing with this brand name, Sankofa. Don't use Sankofa, we've already used it. So you're writing Sankofa. But the logo, sometimes you need some time. And you can be showing it to a few people and be checking things out. I don't know if there are any apps yet that can tell. But if there are apps, all the better. Because nowadays you can easily, there are apps, right? Okay. You'll find similar images. Yeah. So once technology can do that, you don't have a problem. So but don't be too quick to put your logo out there. Trust me, don't be too quick. Just wait a while.
So let's do 3 more.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Yes, so I know or I believe that social media is the best place to actually advertise your business. But in your presentation, you made mention that it's not. You said you need to have a blog or a website. I want to know, why do you say so? I want that clarification.
Okay, so I didn't say it's not the best place. Because you see, if I had gone through how, you realize that you have to always determine which marketing approach works best for you. You get it? So social media, we make social media the whole thing, but it's not the whole thing actually. I was talking about having blogs and even writing opinion articles and all that. All those things give you a digital footprint. You see, you don't want somebody to search you and just find you on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. You want the person, because some people honestly won't go there. They will ask you if somebody needs a clipping. So let's say you are doing something for Microsoft, and they are like, can we see clippings of what you have done, or clips of, let's say clips, so like news items or anything that's about you. You get it? You get it? So it means that you are not just doing social media, but you are looking at other digital space. So if Ghana Web can actually publish a story about you, about what you have done, it carries more weight than what you have on Facebook. Trust me. You get me? It's more serious for Ghana Web to put, because I know Ghana Web will have how many hits? Over 140k hits a day. But on your page, are we sure? Unless you're a celebrity or you are something, you get it. Yeah.
Thank you. So what's the next question? Who's giving us the next question? Hello?
So mine is not more like a question. It's on the first one that came. All right, so on the frequency of your posts, okay, so I agree with the presentation where it says that you shouldn't post too much, because Instagram, for example, or Facebook would see you firstly as a spam. Besides the part that you are being a nuisance to other people. Now the thing you have to look at is not just you posting to social media, but how you are engaging with your following. Now if everybody here is, let's say, interacting with @Ayefro Inc., at the end of the day, Ayefro Inc. is going to reach more people at the end of the day, and it's not just about Ayefro Inc. just posting like, let's say, 10 photographs at the end of the day. So participation is a key part in your plan and whatever you are trying to achieve. And that's why Impressions, actually, one of the things Impressions does to help you.
Thank you so much. You talked about the color code. Is there a way to get access to the code?
So, in order not to make it too complicated, if any designer at all, any designer, you can ask for their Pantone reference for a color that he chooses or which color he uses. Or you can even tell him. That's why, excuse me, it's good to have a conversation with the designer. What most of us do is that, okay, I have a coconut business, go and do a logo for me or go and do a design for me. You make the work of the designer very hard. There are so many questions. We call that creative brief, okay? So the designer will sit with you, go through a number of questions. Oh, what do you feel? How do you want the thing to feel? So many things, and all that will bring out exactly what colors to you. And when he comes out with all that, he can actually
you already have your colors.
So because you want to standardize those colors, give the colors that you have to him. The moment he puts it on in either Photoshop or any of the even what do you call it? PowerPoint can even do that. Yeah, my PowerPoint can even do that. Yeah.
Do you have any more? I think we did 5, right?
I think we are done.
So that's okay.
Hello. Okay, please. I want to ask about the colors. You mentioned 2 or 3 combination is okay for your logo.
So that is just for when you are looking at the logo, you shouldn't have more than 3 colors.
Yes,
but you can have your corporate colors that you use. You can choose 5 colors.
Like, so I'm thinking about a rainbow looking kind of logo. How about that?
A rainbow logo that has like 1 million colors. That's what you can see. But that's not your logo, right? But that's your logo. If it's your logo, you may have problems at certain points in achieving them. You see, the things are so many that sometimes you don't even know how to. Because you see, when logos are being presented, when you're looking at the touch points, there are so many. Even when it comes to one particular thing, there are different mediums. You know, how the yellow will appear on a flexi material is different from how you appear on paper, is different from how you appear on the screen. So the more complicated you make your stuff, the more it is to your detriment. So you may find you may want to have a rainbow. Okay, maybe probably because the brand name is Rainbow, but you can find a way of presenting that. You can there are many. You can use that outline. I mean, the designers can always work around this. Professional designers, pay them. They'll do it for you.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Pay them. They'll do it for you.
I have been blessed. I don't know of you. Yeah. So this is an incredible presentation. We want to say a very good thing. You can do better. Do better than that. Tell us, please come back. Please come back. So maybe if can you make the presentation available for all of us through mail or something? Agreed? Yeah. So maybe when you are home or maybe on your way to work, you can always scroll down and then. Thank you very much, Carlos.
I would just want 2 people to tell me how they receive payments from their customers or their clients. Who is going to, okay, OS. Okay, so OS uses, sorry I call him OS, he's a support. He uses mobile money. Who else? Cash. So you meet your clients and then they pay you cash. So what if on your way back home you are robbed? Have you thought about that? Any other person? Bank deposit. So your customer has to walk all the way to your bank and then make the deposit. Fine, these are some of the ways we receive our payments. I'm a vendor as well, and all these methods or most you've mentioned, I also use them. But then do you know that there's a better way of receiving payments? There is a better way. EcoBank is giving us a better way of receiving payments. So in 20 minutes, we are going to have a presentation on how to increase profits by providing alternate channels of payments. The EcoBank advantage. I already said that EcoBank has a better way of receiving payments. And that will be done by Mr. Beto Gadagi. He's with the marketing and agency banking team of EcoBank. Please let's welcome Mr. Gadagi.
This is not loud enough. Okay, let's use it.
Talk to us in 20 minutes. After that, we have 10 minutes for questions and answers.
I'll do my best within 20 minutes. And I'll make it very practical.
I'm actually running promos all Easter, and I'm just ragged, but I'll do my best. When I talk very fast, forgive me. I speak another international language that you cannot afford to speak slowly. And that's French, so forgive me. Well, I'm very glad to be here. Organizers, well done. I was having a mix what to the people I was going to meet. But then I'm interested in your value chain and the impact you make. What I do as part of my job, I'm actually the head of mobile financial services. And I also work with everybody, agency banking, all sorts of people. I was privileged to have worked with MTN for 1.5 years to launch MTN Mobile Money in Ghana. We've done that in Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Guinea, Conakry, and all sorts of places. So I've been quite privileged to got approval for all the mobile money. So let me see by hand if you have a mobile phone. Okay. I have friends that do not like mobile phones. They have tablets and some gadgets. I can't talk about them. Who has a YAM here? A basic handset. Who has a YAM basic handset? You. Any particular reason? Mobile money. No, but the other phone, smartphone can also do mobile money. She likes that. I have a friend who's a techie guy. He likes a basic handset. He doesn't want to be tracked. That's what somebody does. Is Facebook a bank? Facebook, are they a bank? Yeah, no. WhatsApp, are they a bank? I hear people saying EcoBank, every day digital. Please, Google has an e-banking license in somewhere, if you don't know. When you are opening an account, will Google ask of your picture? When you want to open an account, will Google ask of your picture? Google already has a picture. Have you used a laptop before? There's a camera in front of it. Your phone has a camera, right? Google, some of us will give our what? Fingerprint to Google. Free. When banks come, hey, I'm signing. You want me to still stamp? Technology. But most solutions today are technology driven. I don't know, I have some provocative mind on some things. This is a chatbot. I will make sure I don't go too technical or digital. But this is a chatbot with deep somewhere in the world. Today, there are machines that talk to human beings. So I send a response to Google or Facebook, somebody gives me the response. There's a machine behind. There are not people sitting for that. What did that go back? I'm struggling. Okay. EcoBank is in 36 countries. We have offices elsewhere. WhatsApp doesn't have an office in Ghana. Do they now have an office in Ghana? WhatsApp, do they have an office in Ghana? Okay, so let's go digital, everyone. Okay, this is what we know about banks, right? Cards. I'm running a prepaid card promo now in 3 malls since Good Friday, since Friday. You go to Palace, ANC, and Barcelona. You can get a prepaid card. When you shop more than 500 cities, we give you a prepaid card and give you money for you to continue shopping. POS devices. I have a friend at the back. When we all travel in some countries, we all keep our cards at the hotel. You don't want to go and use your card on some POS device because of some things that stuff that people will do. But we want to pay online, okay? ATMs, the same. Before I even use my own ATM or our own ATM, we have some things we look out for. So somebody will say, why not digital adoption? People are also privy how they receive their money or how carefully their money is kept or spent. Agency banking. Agency banking is growing. We have the Fidelity, we have EcoBank, we have Express Point, we call it. You have other banks getting licensed to do agency banking. What does agency banking mean? We want to be near you. Just like the way mobile money agents are. Mobile money agents are almost everywhere. There are more than bank branches put together. Do we know that? Yes. Some mobile money agents are more powerful than rural banks in their communities. Do we know that? Yes. Okay. And they don't close. Do we know that? Yes. Mobile, acts of mobile. Almost everybody has a mobile phone in Africa. Talk of the experience of Tessa in Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, or elsewhere, Tanzania. Okay, now the mobile phone will do a lot more. Today, I ask myself, if we have wedding organizers here, you have a value chain. What's that value chain? You take away the stress from what? The family is organizing a wedding or an event. Is that right? It's stress. You don't want to talk to almost the photographer and almost everybody. No, it's crazy. Timing, you don't want to go there. So some will create a WhatsApp group for the period, try to engage everyone. And the photo is not helping. Today, somebody can tell you, I'm somewhere for like 5 hours and the person is somewhere. Just for you to find that the person is not there. We also have internet banking as a banking solution. But then, the appetite of customers is evolving. People are doing a whole lot more. So I'll ask you provocative questions across board. I thought again I was addressing people, wedding organizers. So these are some of the questions I put up. We all need to innovate to keep our agile customers. The customers are moving. Are we aware? Are we aware our customers are moving? Moving to where? I like that question. This is a question I ask myself. They give a big title, Head of Mobile Financial Services. Everything mobile banking is me. With my phone, I control the whole Ghana and beyond. Now I tell my customers, where are they moving to? And when I find people who do more than I do, I like it. That means I need to do the extra mile. I like it. Today, Ghanaians all over the world, where do they think they want to get their preferred wedding, the biggest wedding for everybody to talk about? Has any of you done some wedding somewhere that's, you know, the ish that people are still talking about a year or two? I don't know. Has somebody? I don't know. Somebody should tell me. 2 weeks ago, I was at Aqua Safari with the Greater Accra Chef Association. A US company led me to them. So I was doing a presentation. They said they don't have time, they ran. Then all of a sudden, that evening, somebody was traveling, I met the person who cooks for the president. I thought, hey, what they do? Then I met somebody who was saying, you know what? A plane is just jetting off Kotoka International Airport to pick me, no visa. I'm going to cook for some people, go to UK and come back after 2 days. I'm like, hey, people day. No visa. A plane is coming for him, he's going. I met some military people, also US peacekeeping people, Abondase. When you go there, they say they don't need cash, you don't need anything. They too, they'll be there. Some cars will take them, they're flying here. They say, hey, people day. So I've learned to respect people's job. So again, I'm just saying Ghanaians, somebody may think of getting married somewhere. And today it's getting crazy. We go online, it's crazy. Somebody says, hey, I want my wedding here. Again, not because I have $1 million, affordable. I want to marry at the borders of Burkina Faso because something happened at the border. So we want to marry there. Can you afford to carry your whole crew, everybody there, with that same budget? You have to be innovative. I want to marry on top of Afajato. That somebody owns a drone here, a drone. I know most of you hire drones, right? Some of you hire drones, right? Okay. But what I know is most people now have those gadgets that can take those shots, powerful pictures that nobody will ever have. Before the wedding, the drone is just taking a picture of everyone. Thousands of pictures within a minute. Drones are powerful now. Virtual weddings. Has somebody organized one before? E-meeting between 2 people, yes. Virtual wedding. Okay, I saw some videos online. Unfortunately, I couldn't put virtual wedding, yes. Wireless clothing during weddings. Wireless clothing, right? Yes. I used to play basketball. From the court, one of our guys went to wed in his basketball stuff with jeans and stuff. But then, just think of it. People are getting crazy. Look at the world celebrities and their weddings. Apart from what they wear, the soiree, the wedding itself within family or close friends, they wear all sort of things. So innovations again. Okay. So again, how do you monitor your business? You are engaging so many people. How do you pay them? How do you collect money? Ahead of people saying they are waiting for checks, you'll be surprised at the number of people that work on a check in the bank. Check and balancing. Stamp, bam, bam, bam. If your mom or a relative has worked in the bank 30 years ago, you should know what they go to, what time they close. Okay? But again, someone also mentioned mobile money. Now, across border, can you do mobile money across border? One way or the other, yes, we receive, yes. But then, apart from that, if the person is on mobile money, what do? You want the person to travel 2 hours, go and cash over the counter? So, EcoBank, most banks are not in, how do you call the town before the border? The town in the north before the border. The name just left. But then, that would mean that on a typical day like this, when banks are not open, you are actually punishing someone. You are punishing someone. Is it really convenient for you? Maybe it will be more costly. Cash. Cash is expensive. Fake notes. By the time you even want to bank your cash, now the person has paid you. Now you are spending your own money to go and deposit the money by traveling. Think of it. So how many clients again gave you 2 referrals if you are a wedding organizer? Already, you've done your best for this person. The person was so stressed after the wedding, they don't even want to hear about all the people chasing them with how much they owe them. How many gave you even 1 referral? Oh, you know what? You did this for me. My friend is also going through the same thing. Theirs is a bit different, but I know you are the best to handle. How many gave you 1 referral? 2. When you finish, the same person that you helped, their 5th anniversary, were you there? 10th anniversary, we're not there. 50th, somebody will say 50th, they say, that one, they are so old that. But again, innovations. These are questions I threw up to some young people. They came up with those questions and they were still battling on the WhatsApp group, and I liked it. In your whatever you do, just think of how you can keep your customers, because the customers are moving. The customers are moving. Okay. Okay, this is a bit complicated, I'm sorry. Today we have a mobile app in EcoBank, just like any other bank. We have *770 hash. Again, we call it USSD code. Any phone can dial that code. So on the fly, on the go, you can open a bank account with EcoBank. Do you have EcoBank customers here? Okay, we have quite. Are you on the app? Okay. Later you can tell me about the pain and the... yes, I can see. Partial. Okay. Okay. So now we have we can pay bills on the mobile app. So for me, if you have your business and want us to put you on our app for 1.4 million customers to pay you seamlessly, we can do that for you. And again, if you have customers who want to pay you instantly and they are giving you all sorts of reasons, I have 2 tricks for you. Let them download the EcoBank mobile app in any of the countries where they are. They can decide to open an instant account on their phone with their mobile number in Ghana. They call it Express account. It's automatically linked to their mobile money when they are open the account. So that means wherever they are in Ghana, they can move money from their mobile money to the Express account, and then move from what? The Express account, this is the EcoBank digital account, to your account. Whether you are with Car Bank, Fidelity, or whatsoever. They are outside the country. Good one. Somebody says, you know what, I'm the one paying half of that wedding. Oh, that's good. So pay ahead. Download the EcoBank mobile app, choose Ghana, link any bank card to it, to the app. When you link any bank card to it, Now it's like a transfer, online transfer from the card account straight to your account in Ghana. Is that right? And that can be done in seconds. So no, hey, I have to do Western Union, the cost alone, I have to do a swift transfer, where's your bank? No. That's where technology is going. Today, WhatsApp is a bank because in South Africa, on WhatsApp alone, people can link their bank card. So many banks are also getting there, just for the convenience of paying and collecting funds for people. Whether you are individual or groups, this can happen for you. We have solutions for mobile wallets, but what we have done ahead, and I'll show you briefly, I'll let us do some practicals, and you can ask questions, is the EcoBank Pay Harmonized Quick Response Code. Today, QR is a thing. Somebody will ask, why QR? Go to China, they understand QR. Even beggars have QR. True or false? There's a video I saw sometime where the man can relate. The guy opened the window, yeah, and the man was like, no, I don't have cash. You got the POS, and then you got the QR. I'm like, are you a banker begging or you? Okay, that was quite funny. But then QR means that just unlike mobile money, where somebody will take your number and later on they'll play pranks on you, I have a QR code. When you read, it only reads maybe. It will show you my account number, my phone number. When you're able to scan, you scan, do the payment, and come straight into my bank account. You don't even know the bank account. Okay. So I'll quickly do a few things. So what we did was, if you have a business, and again it's free, you have forms here, you can do it online. You can do it on Facebook right now. When you generate a QR for you individually, that means that QR code is applied for all banks worldwide that accept MasterPass. MasterCard has also gone mobile, so they call it MasterPass. Visa International has also gone mobile, they call it M-Visa. So when you have a QR code, immediately anybody who's on Visa International mobile or MasterPass mobile can send you money instantly from all over the world. So when we go here, some of our people who come, they don't even know some of these things. But we are already there because our mobile is king in South Africa. We do well by carrying POS for all the businesses that you have. I listen to people, look, people are techie, people are getting there. All type of customers, they are there. Bulk payment we can do. Express Pay, GT Bank, and any bank customers can actually pay you on the EcoBank QR code. And the money instantly goes into your account. Not the POS where as why people pay with cards, the bank tells you, we'll give you the money in 2 days. This is instant. Instant and instant. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. EcoBank Pay Solutions, when you give you a QR code right now, or today, we'll do practicals right now. Instant account crediting, instant viewing of account. You can view your account, you can view your mini statement on your phone. They are not telling you go and get an extra gadget or change your phone. No. Apart from the lady who has a powerful smartphone, doesn't want to tell us. Instant notification of transaction. Instantly, we are giving you an SMS notification for free. No setup cost. We fill the form, or that will go to a branch, but instantly on Facebook, I showed an image. Facebook Messenger Rafiki, we can generate a QR code for you. Or you can do it yourself. I'll take you through the steps. No hardware requirements. So you can just send that QR code on a WhatsApp group to anybody in the whole world, right? That's an image. Oh, you want to pay? Oh, you're in Nigeria. You want to organize a wedding in Ghana? Oh, okay, I can do that for you. Okay, so invoice, I'll send it to you. Okay, so how will you pay? Oh, we have a QR code. Okay, I have a bank account, so choose the option. I have mobile money. Choose the option and pay me. Take it out and deliver. Immediately you get the money, just pay the people who are supposed to do the work for you digitally, and then everything goes on smoothly. Okay, that's basically what we are talking about. So it looks like this. So I put an example like Ayefro being a company. I don't know if you paid dues or the 100 cedis you paid. I was even saying people should experience their pay before we come and tell us their experience. So I go to pay merchant or the EcoBank mobile for my customers. They know for my customers and partners, they know it already. So I scan the code that I'll see. So I focus the camera there. I choose my bank account, or I want to choose the card account I want to pay. I have my credit card, prepaid card, all linked to my app. So I choose a card or whatever, I make the payment after entering the amount and direction, the money goes there instantly. And I receive the money in my bank account, and I can then proceed with whatever I want to do. So what I'm telling you about QR code is not far-fetched. I'm sure if you're on social media, you have seen this image there. Now we have people like East Legon. In fact, I think it's expensive. I don't know whether they were expensive before they went digital or whatever. You go to East Legon, the small coffee broker out to buy it, you become coffee rich man. Okay, but we branded it. And again, I have some young people who are there. I'm like, look, when somebody is doing this, we should help them get their brand a bit higher, okay? But all of a sudden, when we go there at times, oh, mini change, mini season. Then the lady gets like 100 CDs or 200 CDs a day. And again, that's our pain. They say they can't go to the bank, they don't have time. And they cannot save and then invest. Or they can't pay people. Then they can also pay digitally to the person in Abubushi or the person bringing it from the north. They can save that time where you have to shut down the business and go and do whatever it comes. Is that right? So that's what we branded it. They accepted it, they pay, they get into their phone. They are so happy. If they want to withdraw the money, they can even move it to mobile money or send and get a next consignment. They are very happy. We did the same at Papaya, another promo. So for my life, my small years I spent in Ghana, Papaya rice on that promo goal. That was last year Easter, if you remember. Rice and all Papaya locate got finished twice. We were giving 50% discount when people scan and pay. Just because we wanted to change consumer behavior. You know, we are used to cash, but changing, people are ready to fund anything that will go digital and instant. And for Papaya, they liked it because where the people are in the mountain, so they saw the money real time for all the locations, they could order the next rice, you know, and all those and pay people instantly. Again, this is something, some of the projects we did. Unilever, Guinness distributors, they have challenges in Koforidua, Eastern, the North, getting money. Go, somebody mentioned go. These are things we do for the FMCGs. How do we get money quickly to the distributor so that he can also pay instead of the checks that delay or the check that will take time in clearing? I spoke about the express account. There's one thing, you can open a digital account, download the mobile app or dial *770# and then open an account on the go. Tell any of your people who has a phone and says, hey, me, I can't go to open an account. Picture. They can open on the phone, put in their name, a few details, the account is open. Any network, even Globe, that doesn't have mobile money. We will not ask of a lot of details, the account is open. They choose their own PIN and then they can proceed by receiving money instantly from you. No account fees. Within EcoBank is free. When you are sending to any other bank in Ghana, it receives flat fee. They can generate a token on their account. I receive money. I want to withdraw. Where do I go? EcoBank location, send to mobile money, or generate a token, take from any EcoBank ATM. So if somebody is in Elubu, Aflau, Tamale, Boga, and wants to receive money from you, generate a token from the mobile app, let him go and withdraw money instantly from any of those locations or on the ATM. So cross-border, again, this is a solution for the online payment. That's a QR payment. So that's something you should consider when you are doing QR payments or receiving payments. And then Express account is free. So when we all have Express accounts here, unlike MTN Mobile Money, my partners that charge on a daily basis or pay as you go, as you call it. When you send money between Express account, it's free. Across network is very free. So people who usually pay or make contributions, you can actually do that. I spoke about this, existing customers linking their cards, 9 billion cards worldwide being linked on the mobile app. That has been done. And then the Facebook bit is where, I don't know if I have enough time, but I'll try to do it. How many people are on Facebook Messenger, please? Facebook Messenger, okay? So we'll do a little exercise. We'll try and type EcoBank Pay with Rafiki on Facebook Messenger. Then a lady is there, I'm sure you see a head like this, that will interact with you and say, hey, I'm Rafiki, and the person will mention your name because Facebook already has your details, right? And then this partnership we have with Facebook worldwide, or in all the countries that we have. So the lady will ask you, what language can that chat you on? French, English, Spanish, Portuguese. And then they ask whether you want to open an account. Or if you have an account already, what do you want to do today? So maybe let's take, I don't know how much time I have to do that. 3, 8. The Carlos' presentation was nice, so I like their follow through. Anyway, so let's do that exercise. Maybe I'll let somebody take the mic and guide us.
Okay, I'm here. She's here. She didn't hide.
Rafiki means Swahili, my friend.
Okay. So she says, hi PJ, I am Rafiki. Welcome to EcoBank. I can help you begin to receive payments with EcoBank Pay, open express accounts, do transfers, buy airtime, check account balance, check rates, and obtain mini statements. Then get started.
So we can do Facebook Messenger on a computer, right? For those who do not have a smartphone, they can use that.
Okay. So in order to proceed with me here, you need to accept the data privacy policy and terms and conditions. Once you have read, click accept. I had you.
I do it solo.
Accept, right? Okay. Okay, she's replying. Thank you, PJ. Let's get started.
So it's starting to open an account.
Yeah.
Some people, so you can proceed. Some people have an account with their bank already.
Okay, I don't have an account.
I saw some hands. You have. Okay. So, are you on Facebook Messenger? Okay. So, are you there? Who else? Actually, you have a account. Are you on Facebook? Okay. So, she has an account. So, maybe let's proceed. You can go ahead and open that account. I see that you're okay.
I always look forward to look down.
Okay, so you go through, so as a non-customer of the bank, you go through the EcoBank Pay Rafiki. I'm just wrapping up so that you can all try while the sessions are going on. So as a non-customer, you go to, you type EcoBank Pay Rafiki on Facebook Messenger. You create an account called Express account. So a message will be sent to you, put in a few details, a message will be sent to you on your phone. We call it one-time password, a 6-digit password. Now you enter successful. Okay, I'll come there shortly. So you get a 6-digit password on your phone. Now it will ask you to choose your own 6-digit password. You repeat it, and that will be your PIN, you record it. So account number is your phone number, so 233-244 or whatsoever. In other countries, we also have the same. So you have created an account. You can immediately receive money all over the world. Now you want to put a QR code under your business. So you can click on generate QR code. They ask you the type of business you're doing. You answer a few details online on your Facebook Messenger. So automatically a QR code is created for you, harmonized between MasterPass and then Visa. Immediately give that code to anybody who can scan and send money to you. They scan, the money comes straight into your Express account. Then you can then proceed to cash it out or whatsoever. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate this. Get digital and innovate to keep our customers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gadabi. This was very practical, and he's going to be around, so I'm just going to take 2 questions for now. Then we go. Okay, so I see the first hand up. When we go for our refreshment break, he'll be here. You can see him. If there's anything else you want to know, you can find out. About 2 questions for now. So
I just want to ask him, is it necessary for me to open an EcoBank account with you before I can use these features? Because I already have an account with Stanbic. I'm thinking I want to use your payment system, but I want the money transferred to my Stanbic account. Can I do that?
Yes, because we go digital, usually we have customers that we do a sweep through. So what they're asking of is we settle into a Stanbic account. So So we give you the opportunity to receive money somewhere and settle yourself straight to your stomach. That means that you see the money on the express account, you can then choose the stomach, put your account details and wire the money. We only charge you 3 cedis because you are living for that service. Yeah, flat. Yeah. Because they are getting there, but they are not yet there with the harmonization. Yes.
One more.
So if you have the normal MasterCard, can you use it?
Yes. So
even if it's not an EcoBank MasterCard,
yes,
you can still use it.
Yes. So you can download the EcoBank mobile app and link your card to it. We did that for a big organization in Ghana, Family. Family says, EcoBank, don't go and open an account for our customers, our distributors. When we want you to collect money from them, we are no more accepting checks. So we went to Eastern Region, North Tamale. We made them link their bank card to it. So those who didn't have cards went to their bank to apply for the card, downloaded the EcoBank mobile app and linked their bank card, and they could pay Family instantly from their card account straight to their EcoBank, on their EcoBank account.
I believe you now agree with me when I mentioned earlier that EcoBank has a better way of receiving and sending funds. We've learned a lot, and I think we are all going to open an EcoBank Express account because I want to, I don't know how to put it, but I want my clients to have the convenience of paying me and then also making transfers into my account. So let's all see Mr. Gadabi from here, open our accounts, ask any other questions that we would like to know. Thank you very much. Mr. Gadabi is the head of mobile financial services with EcoBank. Please let's give him a round of applause. And also be reminded that Imprecious Ghana is here with us. You can print your instant photographs for free. They already took us through the process, but in case you've forgotten, you can also see them at the back. I have my picture here. I'll show it to you later on. MTN is also here with us. You can see them over there. They have their stand. We have Yao and James there, so you can see them to replace your SIM cards, to get a 4G card or buy new SIM cards. You can buy your 4G devices, that is either a MiFi or a router. You can register for Momo, do your Momo transaction, everything that MTN does, they can do it for you here. So when we go on the break, you can see them. Refreshment is ready. We have a maximum of 30 minutes, so please let's do that quickly. We go for refreshment and also use that opportunity to network. We'll be back in 30 minutes.
Hello, this is better? Okay. So, don't mind her with the plain stories. I'm just a little me, and I am known as Laces and Morning Second, as well as Group Petals and Excel Consult. So, basically, I really enjoyed the first session about branding. Even I have learned so much, because if you want to take your business to a different level, there's so much to do. Business doesn't have an end. Marketing strategy doesn't have an end. So it means that every day you have to learn something new. Every day you have to put something new into your business, into your strategy to be able to grow. Okay. So today we are just briefly going to look at how to use social media to grow your business. We are all aware of social media. So when I say social media, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to try and make it as much interactive as possible. so that we can all understand what I'm going to do here. And we have some people in our midst here who attended the previous session on this same social media marketing. So they are going to be assisting, some of them are already smiling, they're going to be assisting us, to make this very interactive. Okay, so I had my earlier, presenter, or I can't remember his name, Carlos, right? Talk about the fact that social media is some very little portion of marketing. He's right anyway. Social media is a small part of marketing, but today social media is big. That's one thing you have to realize. Social media is big. People are really making money just using social media marketing tools. And it will amaze you. People sit in their houses, in the comfort of their homes, and they are making money. So how are they doing it? And it's not so much about just increasing your followers, but there are so many things that you have to take note of to be able to get that far. So, can you see? Okay, so basically, if you're looking at social media, there are so many platforms, right? I'm sure you already know of Instagram, obviously. And which other platforms are there? Oh, we are making this very interactive, so we just, contribute as much as you can. Oh, okay, you don't have to raise your hands. Just tell us. Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Snapchat. There are so many of them. But we all... So there are so many of them, and they are very, very useful tools. But you see, you need to know how to use these tools to be able to make something out of it. A lot of us, I can say maybe all of us here on WhatsApp, right? How many of us here on Instagram? I just want to see the hands. So that if you're not on Instagram, I need to know why. How about those on Facebook? Hands, please. Okay, so those not on Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, can I know why? Is there anybody who wants to help us? If you are not on Instagram and Facebook in 2019 and you're running a business, can I know why? Okay, so it means we are all there. That's great. So yeah, there are different types of online marketing. So many of them. I'm not going to waste too much time. I think we've been here for a while. But the concentration is on social media marketing. And these are some of the tools. Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and then Snapchat. But we're going to concentrate mostly on Instagram and Facebook and even WhatsApp. But then let's just go back a bit. Some years back, before Instagram and Facebook came, how were we running our businesses? For those who have been in business for a while, how were you running your businesses?
I think it was more to do with word of mouth.
Yes, word of mouth. So especially for those who had, a premises where they were running their businesses from. You have a shop, you just tell people, oh, I sell this, or I do this, to talk to people. Then this person tells this person. So it's always like that, like there are referrals ongoing. And then for those who have enough money, they do the radio and then TV advertisements and those things. But it was just generic. It's like you sit in your shop praying to God that, oh God, let people come, let people come. So at that point in time, it was always necessary to have your business location in a very, like open place, like a market center, a busy place, a busy street. But today, things are changing. So many people don't even have, like, a proper place, they are just running from their one-bedroom apartment, running a good business there. And they are making so much money, so you'd wonder how. Anybody who tells you social media is nothing, then the person hasn't really explored. But the one thing we also need to realize is, it is not for every kind of business though. But for those of us here in the event industry, in the event market, you realize that it is something that you need, and you need to understand how to go about it. So let's look at some of the benefits of social media marketing. So increase brand awareness. You have your business on social media, so definitely people will start hearing about you. People get to know about you. So let's use the MCs for example. You post your stuff on social media, you're emceeing a program, maybe you did a little dance. I think MC Osei does that a lot. You did a little dance and then you posted. Everybody say, oh, there's this MC who dances, or there's this pretty MC who, like she speaks well. Before you know, people start checking on your page, and then your brand starts going far. So it increases your brand awareness. More inbound traffic, very close to increasing brand awareness. So more people are coming to your page, because once someone is liking your page, someone is commenting, the friends of that person is also wondering, who is this person? So everybody keeps rushing to see what is it that is going on with this particular business or this particular brand that everybody's talking about. So you have more people coming your way. And then improved search engine rankings. So when you go on, we'll go to the details later, so you understand what I'm talking about. When you go on your Instagram or Facebook page, you see that there's always a search button. It's even on Google, everywhere, there's always a search button. So normally, what social media people or customers or clients do is, they go to this search button and then they type in what they are looking for. So I need maybe a decor person for my wedding. They just go and type decor. But you see, when we are searching on the internet, we try to be more specific, because the internet is not for Ghana only. So we try to do maybe decor in Ghana or weddings in Ghana, so that you see pictures of weddings, and because people normally would tag the vendors, you go there and see who did this beautiful decor. Then you see the person's name, and then you follow up, to try and create a business relationship. So once you are always on, like social media, you definitely improve your search engine ranking, because when people keep typing, oh, decor, because your presence is really strong there, they'll keep finding you. So at least you should always be among the top 10. A higher conversion rate. This is the most important part of it all. All the stocks we are talking about is basically to make money. At the end of the day, it's just to make money. Being on social media, branding your business, at the end of the day, we all need money, because money is what we use to survive. So how quickly can you convert that traffic that is coming into your social media accounts? How quickly can you convert it into sales? So it means that the more people coming your way, the more inquiries coming. At least out of, let's say, every 20 inquiries, you should be able to convert one into a sale. Do you understand? So it means that if you get, let's say, 100 inquiries in a day, you should be able to convert at least 10 of them into a sale. So that's what it simply means, that social media increases your conversion rate. So how quickly you convert these inquiries or conversations into actual money. Better customer satisfaction. You see, social media gives you that platform where you can interact with people easily. So someone is asking you, so how much do I pay for this kind of decor? Or I need you to cater for 150 people, maybe just continental dishes. How much are you charging? You see that there's that one-on-one rapport you're having with this person. So you can understand the customer better and be able to serve them well. Are you following? So that is what social media, that's one of the advantages of social media. Someone can sit in their house and assume, oh, you have a shop. Yes, the person can sit in their house and assume that, okay, maybe they might charge this. Or the person might not be thinking of, oh, they're paying to even drive to your shop or whatever location you are to come and ask you about your charges and how you do your business. But social media provides that platform easily. And then, okay, so it's cut off, but then there's also leadership. So in your markets or your industry, social media gives you that platform to be a leader in your market. If you go on Instagram, I think all of us are on Instagram, let me just assume that. When you go on Instagram, assuming you are a decor person, you definitely would find another decor person who is quite ahead of you, right? You realize that maybe there's something this person is doing that puts the person ahead. Probably a particular style. The person is more into maybe some certain kind of floral arrangement, something unique. So you keep learning from that person, you keep seeing the things the person does. You realize that this person's followership is increasing, this person is getting more likes and comments on their page. It means there is something they are doing differently. So when you're on social media, you take advantage of these things and then you try to be different. You try to do something that would make customers see you as a creative person, a different person. So it takes you away from the usual norm, and then everybody knows that, okay, this is what we know you for, this is what you are good at. So based on that, when someone says, oh, I need this kind of maybe catering, oh, go to person A, or I need an MC who can do this, oh, go to MC or sales support, or I need, whatever it is, people should be able to mention your name. That is how social media works. It's interesting. It can be very technical and complicated, but when you take your time and you do your research, like every day, you find time, go on social media. Let me just be specific, go on Instagram or on Facebook. Every day you learn something new, because they also keep changing, because more people are coming onto this platform. So if they don't change certain things, one day it might just crash. That's just the downside of it anyway. So, okay. So I just noted some things that we should look at when you're running a business. We are not looking at only online businesses, because a lot of people, even I started my business before I went on Instagram. I started learning about Instagram maybe 6 months or so into my business. So doesn't mean I didn't make sale, no. If I wasn't making a sale, I probably would have stopped, like doing the business altogether, because what happens if there was no Instagram, right? So I mostly deal in fabrics, basics and more, as you know. I mostly deal in fabrics. So when I started the business, of course, I went to friends, I went to family, I went to maybe former colleagues and those kind of things, to introduce my product to them, because there was no Instagram. Yes, I think WhatsApp was in play then, but not necessarily for business. So we all started one way or the other, organically, before this whole social media thing came. So the essence of this particular presentation is just for you to be able to take advantage of the social media rush. Because honestly speaking, there is so much to benefit from social media. Like I said, you can sit in your house, or you have your regular job, and you can still be running a full-time business just because you have, or you've been able to grasp social media perfectly. So you just find time, maybe an hour in the day, to do the necessary things you have to do on your page, and leave it. It will just flow. You get me? So we are going to look at a few things when you're running a business. So before you even start the business, what are some of the things you should look at? You have to identify your primary target market. When I say primary target market, it's like, let's say someone wants to go into selling of shoes, right? You can't just get up and say, my target market are maybe female. I want to sell female shoes. But what kind of female shoes? We have bridal shoes. Are you targeting the brides to be? Are you targeting the people who are having events? Maybe they need those classy, decorative shoes. Or you're targeting the working class. So they need the office shoes, the wedges, the block heels. You have to be specific. Because if you're able to identify the exact market as a primary target, then you can know how to strategize your business, because it's very important. The same with, let's say, someone who is an MC, for example, right? I've seen a couple of MCs, on Instagram and on Facebook. Some of them have created this niche for themselves that they only cater for engagement, because engagement has this traditional setting. So they will be able to speak the languages, like they can sing in the local languages, they can dance, do all those things very well. So so the person's market or primary market is engagement, traditional marriages. So you can't say, okay, my target is just any occasion at all. I don't think that every MC can handle every occasion 100%. No, there is something that you have to be known for. So there are some MCs who are corporate MCs. So when maybe there's an event at the Flagstaff House, or MTN is having this corporate show, something, those people are very good, because they do maybe their industry research. So when they are doing their presentations or MCing these events, they are able to flow very well with those class of people. And then there are MCs too who they prefer, to deal with ceremonies, parties. MC2, yes, that's the trending one now. The one who does all the magical dancing, I don't know. it's maybe we'll look at it later. You see, so you need to, and when you do that, you realize that your business goes, like faster. Your business grows faster. Because now people know you for a particular thing. I know that right now, if anybody is looking for an MC who is, excuse me to say, Jimmy MC, everybody will shout MC too cute, of course. Funny enough, she's making her money. She's trending. She's online everywhere. She's trending. Someone might watch it and say, why is she misbehaving? But hello, that's her niche. That is the image she has created for herself, and she's definitely getting her market. Exactly. Meeting great people and all that. And then you need to set realistic business objectives. A lot of times, yes, social media, when you go on there, people do things and you go like, wow, how did the person get here? Oh, let me also do this. No, I think when Carlos was presenting on branding, he mentioned something in relation to that. You need to be able to put down realistic objectives. Okay, this is what I want to do. Maybe in 1 year, I should be able to achieve ABC. In 2 years, ABC. And then you put down the necessary strategies that you need to achieve these objectives. But if you can't say that, oh, me, when I start my decor business, at least in the first year, I should be able to buy a Range Rover. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Exactly, I really don't know how that works. Because yes, people have been in business for so many years, and it's one step at a time, and just with the right strategies. And then you have to invest time and money to grow your online presence. I'm focusing on online presence because we're talking about social media marketing, obviously. But it cuts across. You see, this kind of pesca, right? If my tree is correct. We use money to look for money. So you can't sit home and then you're running this business. I'm not getting customers. Why? What's happening? I'm supposed to have been making this amount. No, you need to invest in knowledge like you're doing right now. You need to be able to, put money into something that will help the business. And when it comes to social media marketing, one thing you have to invest in is a good phone. You can't use the yams and sweet potatoes for social media marketing because you struggle. We'll get to all of that. You really struggle. So you need to invest your time. So for those who work, like you do your regular 9-to-5 jobs, and you're still running your business, you need to create that time. Maybe take out 1 hour in a day, get all the pictures ready for posting, and then maybe you can go to bed. So the following morning, then you just post. Because it takes time. It really takes time. So now be looking for what do I post. Carlos did mention that getting content, it's not easy. It's really not easy. That one I can guarantee you. It's not easy. But you see, this thing is strategic. You just create time. Go online, spend that money, buy that data, go online, research. If you're into, I want to know, I think we have more decor people here, right? Because I want to be able to use everybody's industry as example so that we all benefit. So, cake, exactly. So you are into cakes. I'm sure you spend most time baking the cake when you have a request than going to sit on Instagram and research, yeah. But you see, the good thing is that everything is online right now. Everything is on the internet. You can just go online, even Google, type in bridal cakes, and you see beautiful images. You pick one of those images and just put something you can do. Please, something you can do. Don't just pick the outrageous and then when a client says I want the same thing, then you go and do something. I don't know. You can see those things a lot online. Where someone will say, this is what I requested for. See what they did for me. So you pick some of those images and you post on your page, like inspiration. Do you understand? It's content. So we as humans, we are attracted to pictures. We are attracted to nice images. We are attracted to beautiful things. So as soon as someone is scrolling through Instagram, just say, oh, I like this cake, and then the person just chances upon your page and just maybe follows you or likes it. Maybe that person is not your customer, but that person might recommend someone else that, oh, I saw this page, they do beautiful cakes, so try them. And of course, you should try and impress your clients, So, and then show off your product or service creatively. We are still on social media marketing, Instagram, Facebook. When you're posting your product or talking about your service on social media, you don't just post the picture. An MC just post a picture of him holding the mic, you know. I was emceeing last week. Okay, we're here. That is how the social media people behave. Like, okay, so what? But you should be able to, you know, post, if you're an MC, you should be able to post a video. And when you even post a picture, you should be able to caption it nicely. Something that will attract people, you know, say something interesting. Sometimes what you are saying does not necessarily relate to the picture. You might just put a quote, a beautiful quote there. And then you can now state that, oh, you were emceeing at so and so place. So it's always important how you post your pictures, how you show off your product or your service. It's very important. You can't maybe be baking a cake and then you just come and post the cake for us. Okay, we've seen the cake is nice. What next? Your caption matters. Do you understand? There are so many things. We'll get there soon. Be original. It's important to go and, you know, scroll through research and see what other people are doing. It's very necessary. But you need to be able to create something for yourself that makes you different. So that when someone sees the work, the person will just say, oh, this one, oh, that's a Rapansima, you know, oh, this is Nadi setting, definitely, oh, this is Awos Deco, this setup, I know it's Awos Deco. Something has to be different about you. Even in the way you post your things, there are people who put their logo on their pictures or their videos. There are people who also, maybe when they are posting something, they are always dancing. When they are selling their stuff, they are dancing. No, there has to be something unique about you. You can copy and take ideas from people, but you need to make it your own. Something has to be different. And then you need to engage your followers or your customers. It's unfortunate, or should I say, I don't know, but everything has its advantage and disadvantage, obviously. Being on social media too can be draining, because you can have people asking you, so how much, like 100 how much in a day, and oh, I'll get back to you. I remember I posted something not too long on my page that, oh God, let all those who said they will get back to me actually get back to me, please, I'm tired. You know, it was funny, people were just laughing. You see, so you need to engage these people though. You can't say they come and ask how much and you don't buy. 90% of the time when someone is asking you how much, they are not ready. 90% they are not ready at that particular time. They are making plans. Okay, so how much is this? Okay, it's 5,000 to do a decor like this for 300 guests. Okay, I'll get back to you. The way you even interact with the person would let the person say, okay, I like, sometimes not so much because your decor is the most amazing, but the way you were able to interact with the client. Then the person comes back to finalize business with you. But it's always important to engage them. It's always important to get more information from them. Like, the person asks you, oh, how much is this decor? Because you have posted a particular picture. That question is a bit vague. You should be able to say, oh, what event are you looking at? Oh, it's a birthday party. Okay, for how many people? Oh, for 100 people. Okay, like what's the theme? Is it an indoor thing? Is it? So once you are engaging, then the person is even understanding that you know what you are about. You know your business. You really understand your business, because if you're not asking the person these questions, how do you even get information to give the person a quote? So when you engage your followers or your customers, it will really help you. Then engage with influencers. When I say influencers, when you go on social media, whether Facebook or Instagram, there are people who have excelled. There are people who have, you know, like done very well for themselves. There are some who have over 100,000, 200,000 followers. But not just we have so many pages, those called celebs and things. No, I'm not talking about those ones per se. But we have people who are into business. For the event people, I think Mahogany. I think she's really gone far. I don't know about Prime Shades. Yes, Prime Shades and others. Yeah, so those people, they've really gone far. Some of this, you have to follow them. You follow them not because you are trying to copy them. No, but because you're trying to understand what it is they are doing differently. So you follow their page. When they post something, feel free to comment on it. Don't be bad belly. She thinks she has made it in life, so let me work up as. No. You see, life in general, when you have an open mind, when you are free at heart, things move on perfectly for you. Things move on well for you. So you should be able to interact with these people, not to be their friends per se, because obviously some may feel like, what should that? You're intentionally trying to, like, that's the word, exactly. So that's not what I mean. But you should be able to interact with this, engage them. Comment on the page, oh, beautiful work. Oh, I love this floral setting. Please be truthful. Not because I said it should be, but just like it should be genuine. And you know what you're doing in that regard. When you go on, when Nadi settings, Nadi is into decor. I know her, that's why I keep mentioning. So if there's any other decor, then Awos decor is here. Is there any other decor person here? What's the name? Patsy. Who else? That's it, okay. What's the name? Cupcakes. Couplings. Oh, okay, all right. So let's assume Couplings Creations goes to Think Mahogany's page. She's posted some very beautiful setup for a wedding. All you do is just go and comment. Oh, what a beautiful setup. Couplings Creation has commented, right? So people will also go there to comment. Someone sees your comment and like, oh, the person is saying oh because your comment is endearing. Do you understand? So the person kind of like maybe just likes your comments or just wants to see who is this person. Automatically the person is on your page. Oh, she also does decor. I'm sure she's even maybe more affordable. Oh, you understand me? So quickly you've gotten one person on your page. Do you understand? That is how social media works. It's like a circle, like it just goes round. Exactly, it's a small world. So you need to engage with influencers, people who have more followers, people who are doing better in your industry, those kind of people who are known. Like let's say someone like Na Shoko. Of course, she's not in your industry, but she's someone who is known and respected. So such people, you need to engage with them. I keep saying when you are engaging, it doesn't mean go to the person's DM. Hi, can you advertise my product for me? No. Just follow the person. See what they are doing, genuinely comment, like whatever it is you do on their page. You'll be getting more people to notice you. And then use ads periodically. We have Facebook ads, Instagram ads. You need to be able to use these ones as well, especially if you're a startup. Is there anyone here with less than 500 followers on Instagram? No, if you've been on Instagram for like a year, then you're all doing well. You've been on Instagram for a year, you have less than 500 followers. Please let me see you. So that will make you case study. You. Okay, what's your business name? ACMC. Oh, you're an MC. Okay, we'll go on your page very soon. You've been on Instagram for a year. You have less than 500 followers or more than. Okay, so you need to be able to use ads periodically. When you're even starting your page, the first thing you post is maybe your logo or your brand name. The next thing you're posting should be something interesting. Then you can advertise them. When I say the ad, there are sponsored ads. Of course, you pay for it because that's how Facebook and Instagram will make their money. You need to pay for them. These things you link it to your card. So you must have an account that is linked to a Visa card because you have to use this to be able to run your ads. So when you do that, you can be running these ads to reach more people and to get more people to know your business and follow your page. And then you need to research. Every day, Instagram keeps changing. Facebook changes something. Like I think recently realized there is WhatsApp status. It wasn't there before, but now we have WhatsApp status. So like they say, some people do waist beads, if you understand what that means. So like you need to research new trends. Just get to know what's new, what's trending, and use it to your advantage. Keep records. In business, it's very important. The fact that your business is coming from Instagram or Facebook doesn't mean you shouldn't record it somewhere. If not, how are you going to tell whether you're making a profit, whether you're moving forward or not? You should be able to tell at least at the end of the month, oh, I was able to book 10 clients, or I got 10,000 cedis profits out of maybe 20 businesses or 20 services I provided. You should have record. Record keeping, there is no negotiation. You must be able to keep records. And then you need to build a team. And this one is like a long-term strategy. When you start your business, of course, it's just you. struggling to, like get it going, getting the customers, providing the service, collecting the money, just you. But at some point in time, you need to build a team. It's important because yes, there will be down times. There are times when maybe you have to travel. There are times when you are indisposed. So you should be able to build a team, people who would buy into your vision, and then you can train them to also handle the business in your absence. And then one other thing too is, I hear a lot of people complain that I'm unable to manage my pages. There are people who do that professionally as well. And then there are people who, for me, I do consulting. I don't manage the page for you. I can only show you how to go about it. So you can consult and find easy ways to be able to grow your page. Because, like I said, it's not so much about having the many followers, but how you are able to transform or convert these followers into meaningful business and at the same time making money. And also, it's not, Instagram and Facebook is not necessarily for only business owners. There are people who go on Instagram, they say they are slay queens. You'll be surprised they are making money. You'll be there using your data to insult them. They are there making money. Yes, because the person comes on social media, comes on Instagram, posts a very nice picture, wearing a beautiful dress. Everybody is liking it. She's getting followers. The next thing, the boutique says, please wear this dress for me and advertise me. Do you understand? So when we are talking about social media marketing, it's not so much about you have to run a business. You can grow a page organically. You can just grow a page. Some people are known for quotes. They're able to, come up with very beautiful, insightful quotes. They just post it. Some of us might just go there just to read something that will make our day. Do you understand? So they are known for those things. And those same people, they grow their pages even up to 50,000 followers. And they would make money. That's if they are interested in making money. Because everybody wants someone with a lot of followers to advertise for them. Do you understand? Because, of course, that's a way to be seen or to be known. So for those who are not really into business, it doesn't mean you can't be on Instagram or on Facebook. Unless you don't have any, you don't want to do anything there. You don't have the time, there is nothing calling you that way, then don't even waste the energy. And then for those who just go there to look for vendors, that's fine. But if you want to make money out of Instagram, you need to put in the work. So there are some things to note about managing your accounts, and these are some of them. Profile updating. So I'll just go practical right now. And then, so whilst I'm doing the presentation, if there is something about your page or your Instagram that you don't understand, you can just be asking whilst I'm doing the presentation. Because if you wait to the end of the presentation, we'll have to be going back. So whilst I'm doing it, you can ask your questions. So we are just going to go practical now. An Instagram page. So, you are there? Okay. So that means I'm following Awo's decor. That's how come she's popping up on my news feed. So this is an Instagram page. So this is what an Instagram page looks like. This is what your Instagram page should look like. If your Instagram page doesn't look like this, I don't think you're on Instagram. Maybe something else. Yeah. So this is an Instagram. So this is Laces and More. Now we're going to take it one by one. We're looking at, first of all, your profile. Your profile should be catchy. You see, when someone pops on your page, something, the person should be able to, first of all, laces and more. Okay, what are they into? Laces and more, so obviously laces. Then fabrics, laces, accessories. Okay, so it's telling the person exactly what you deal in. Shopping and retail, obviously. Your contacts. Your location. But you see, this one is, because it's my page, so it's looking this way. Let's go to a page that is not mine. Who should we use? Pardon? No worry, I'll get you. Okay, so Joy the Nicholas. Oh, I don't follow, don't worry, I'll follow you. So everybody go on to Joy the Nicholas.
How you see me?
Yes.
It looks like your page is different. It's different. Mine is a revised standard version.
I'll put your page up very soon. They would understand which version it is, whether it's Oxford or it's Longman. Don't worry. So this is Joy Delicacies. I'm following you. Okay. So let's all go to Joy Delicacies and then follow her. I want, because she has 739 followers, so I should see it increase to maybe 750 right now. So I'm following you, girl. So you're a caterer? Yes. Okay. So let's start with your profile. Okay, Joy Delicacies Catering and Events. The name is very long. It's too long there. So someone might say they don't know what cat is.
Meow.
Yeah, meow, exactly. Someone might say they don't know what cat is. So you can actually just make that place Catering and Events, because the page, it has your name already. So if someone is looking for you and they type Joy Delicacies, they will find you. Your page name is Joy Delicacies. This other place, you have to state clearly what you're into. It's better. So you can take off the Joy Delicacies and leave Catering and Events. So it's very clear. Nobody will mistake it for cat or dog. Okay, so aside that, I love your profile. So you still put catering, like the other things, event decor. So this is like a breakdown of the things you do. And then your location. Okay, good. So there is contact, of course. Okay, how about location? You don't have a location. So you can add location as well. And then let's look at your content. Okay, this is great. Today's event. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Something that will tell us exactly what you're into. Okay, so this is fine. Pack nicely for us. Okay, great. So Joy Delicacies, your page looks good. How often do you post? When you're broken heart. Oh, sorry. Don't worry. The Lord is your shepherd. Okay, so we are looking at profile for now. So her profile looks good, except for the few corrections she'll have to do. So let me see the other version we're talking about. What's your page name? FMS. Okay. Let's continue. So what do you think is wrong with her page? Let's share ideas. What do you think is missing? We are starting with profile, okay?
When I look at the profile, I don't get to see exactly what she's into, because it's just her name that is. So it's more like a personal page.
Okay. Anything else?
The arrangement.
Okay.
The arrangement. One will see, I will see after I arrange call no the kind of and said you should be arranged properly. And back with the kind, I will say a big kind, maybe it should be a chill. Well, I think that the call aspect should even be at the bottom, or am I wrong?
Not necessarily. You can put the numbers there. You can maybe 020 and then for calls, and then this one for WhatsApp. You don't necessarily have to say WhatsApp for quick response. Those ones you can be posting it on your page every now and then. And then yes, you have your email. Your email, that thing there, is it an apostrophe or something? Is it
opposite?
Wow. Okay. Yes, so it's not that bad, but obviously you need to change your name to let us understand what exactly you're into. And then, yeah, the location. This one, you have to go back to your profile. I don't have access to your page. So you need to go back to profile. Let me go to places and more and show you something. So you need to go to edit profile, right? And then put in the details all over again. So where it says name, you can choose to put what you do there. Do you understand? Because that is what will pop up, like Joy Delicacies, the part where you have to edit. So it's under the name. The username, of course, you don't touch it because that is what people use to find you. That is your generic name. And then when it comes to the bio, then you put in your details in terms of number and all that. The email goes down, so you don't put it in the bio, it goes down. There is a portion that if someone is looking for your email, they will find it easily. So don't stress yourself putting your email on your profile. The profile needs to be as simple, even this one is a little bit, I should be able to edit it a bit. But the reason why it looks like this is we have created a link for direct WhatsApping. It's not everybody enjoys saving a phone number before they now WhatsApp you. So there is an easy link. It's very easy to, when you even go on Google and say how to create WhatsApp link, it will show you. It's just some alphabets and some things that you type and then the phone number, and then you get a link, you copy and go and paste in your bio. Do you understand? So you need to do that. It's very important because, like I said, not everybody enjoys saving numbers. That's why they always come to comments or to your DM to stress you out. So you should be able to do all of that in your bio, and then once it's saved, it should pop up like this. And there is no specific format on how you should arrange. You just follow, when you're editing, follow exactly what is written there. So they ask for your name, you put in the name. They ask for your contact, you put in the contact. Just follow it accordingly and then you save it. So the profile is very, very key because that's the first thing that people will see when they come on your page. Any questions? Okay. So whose page are we going
Pinhole expressions. Pinhole expressions. I have the mic.
Then maybe I should go to another table.
People come here. People come here.
Okay, so we'll go to pinhole then. Pinhole expressions. Your page looks interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Photography and video is so obvious. So because not everybody will think that pinhole expressions is into photography. It does not necessarily say photography. Someone can even use that same name and sell fabrics. Like, yeah. So it's good that when someone goes on your page, the first thing they see is photography and video. So everything there tells you exactly what they are into. So I think it's perfect. And then we'll come into the content later. I just want us to finish with profile. So your profile is good, so you don't have a problem. I don't know why you are stressing us. We are looking for those who are struggling.
I want to know if I'm on track. Please, it's my page, so kindly follow me.
Open it, you should follow. So you can all follow pinhole expressions. Once she's here, you should take note of it. She'll give you a discount. So it's very important.
We need to assess about giving discounts.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to talk about synchronization of accounts. It's very important that when you have an Instagram account, you have to link it to your Facebook account. Because if you don't do that, you can't run ads. And moreover, it makes life very easy. Because back in the days, I remember I have to post on Instagram and then go and post on Facebook. So at the point, I just abandoned Facebook. It was stressful. But right now, you can just link. And when you link, the beautiful thing is that, let me show you. So let's say I want to make a post right now. I'm posting this, for example. So next. Have you seen the part that says Facebook? It's linked to my Facebook places and more. So I just click on it. So it means once I post this on Instagram, automatically it goes on Facebook. Do you get me? Automatically it goes on Facebook. So you don't have to stress yourself. Because even though for some businesses, Facebook is no longer active. Sometimes you say Facebook followers, you don't know what they are up to. They'll just ask you so many questions. We did an analysis that Facebook followers is like they are lonely people who just want to interact. Instagram followers are people who want to buy. Like it was just a funny analysis I did with a friend. But somehow it's true. When I make posts on Facebook, even when I'm running a sale on Facebook, you've put the picture there, you've given the caption, you've described everything. Oh, this gray fabric is available in 2 yards. And the 2 yards is 100 cedis. Call this number to order. Please, how much? What is the color? Where can I get that right? Is it the 2 yards that is 100 cedis or 1 yard? Or is it full piece? Sometimes I see them and I just get angry, like I'm alone, but I'm so angry, like, is the person okay? Are you sick? It's frustrating, honestly. So, but interestingly, when you post on Instagram, you just say, I've sent money, because I've put there, even the mobile money details there. Hi, can I pay for this? Or has someone taken it? Because the detail is there. So they just pay and buy. But the Facebook people will be waiting. Hello, hi, you're not minding me. Exactly. So that's a challenge. But then you can't leave them out completely. Because some way, somehow, out of those how much, one will buy. So we don't leave them out completely. So it's a very good thing that Instagram decided to link with Facebook. So it makes life easy for some of us to just, make your post. And if you realize it's easier to post on Instagram. And then when you open an Instagram page, for example, you can easily scroll through the pictures than Facebook. It becomes a long stretch on Facebook. So people even miss out on some of the things. That's why they'll be stressing you out. Can you send me pictures of this? Can you send me pictures of that? Because they can't see anything. But you see on Instagram, you just have to do this. And use more pictures to upload, just like that, more pictures to upload. So it's a bit easier. So that is why we focus more on Instagram. And also because honestly, research shows that Instagram people, they are more serious. A lot of serious-minded people have moved from Facebook and they are on Instagram. So like I said, we don't want to leave Facebook completely. So it's good to link your accounts together so that when you make your posts, it automatically drops on Facebook. And then you can be tapping. You see, the whole idea of us, trying to understand how to run our business is just to be able to tap into the market as much as possible so that we can make money. It is disheartening that maybe you are a decor person the whole month, no booking. It's painful. That's when you start asking yourself questions and counting your toes and fingers. It's painful. So you need to be able to make use of every opportunity. Like Instagram, I will post. Is it Facebook? No problem. WhatsApp status, let me post. Because you don't know where the business will come from. So you need to use every opportunity very well. So, see, there is a part of Instagram. Let me go back again. When you go to, I wish there was a pointer. You see those 3 bars there. So it gives you information like other things that you need to see on your page. So your insights, we'll get to insights. Down there is your settings. Some people said they couldn't find settings on the Instagram page. I don't know how. So down there is settings. First it used to be up, but I think there are more things up, so they moved it down there. That's why I said these things keep changing. So you have to be active on your page every now and then so that you can be, you get yourself updated so that you can monitor these changes. So you see, so when there's open Facebook there, so it means that your Facebook is already linked. So like life can be very easy on social media, unlike back in the days. So just immediately you are on your Facebook page. So if there is something you needed to edit on your Facebook page, you do that quickly. So if you watch, you realize that those pictures you saw on Instagram, they're all on Facebook. Because I did the linking and then you don't just link, you need to make sure it is open. Because if you are at the time of posting, if Facebook is not open on Instagram, it won't go through. So I'm going to go back there again. So I'm making this post on Instagram. Next. you see the Facebook part is off again. So if you don't go and put it on, it won't automatically post on Facebook. You won't understand why, oh, I was posting, but it's not showing on Facebook. So you need to make sure it's on. For those who have Twitter accounts, it means you can connect your Twitter as well, your Tumblr account too. Anything, you just connect. So because I run other pages, that's how come you see these ones there. So there's the blue petals and then there's the precious stone. So if I'm posting even on Laces and More, I can still post the same thing on the other pages. It's really easy. The important thing is just linking your accounts. But the Facebook to Instagram is one-to-one. So it means that Awos Deco on Instagram has been linked to Awos Deco on Facebook. You can't link Awos Deco on Instagram to Nadi's settings on Facebook. It doesn't work that way. It has to be your accounts because they use the same information to link them. Okay. Any question at this point?
Madam.
Oh, I'm not madam.
Yes, so you've already done the linking. How do we do the linking?
Okay, I would need someone who is not linked to do the demonstration. But you see, these things are easy. When you go on Facebook, that's why I said explore. When you go on your pages, there are, every time you see those 3 lines, it means others, options. So you click on your 3 lines, you see the information there. So you're going on this is my Laces and More Facebook page. So you go on your page, there's another 3 lines again. I hope you saw that. Are you following? If there was a pointer, it would have been a bit easier. So like I said, everywhere you see 3 lines is options. Everywhere you see 3 lines is options. That's what it means. So I'm going back. Laces and More. This is the Facebook page. So if you're on your Facebook page, you should be able to have this interface. Are we following?
Yes.
So when you are on this interface, you look for your 3 lines as usual. Options. So options gives you so many things. Notification, page, everything you're looking for. So I need a page that is not yet linked. Can we move on? Okay. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that we go through all these processes and then we grow our Instagram pages, grow our Facebook pages. Then one fine morning you wake up, your page is gone. Has it happened to anybody here before? Someone hacks into it. You can't access your page anymore. It has happened to a whole lot of people, like a lot of people. It happens. People who have grown their pages to 100,000, but some even get high blood pressure. It's funny. Someone say, but it's just Instagram. It's not just Instagram. It took a lot of effort to be able to grow your page. And back in the days, people used to pay money to get followers. So imagine you spend like thousands of this to get your followers, and then one day you wake up, it's all gone. It's really painful. So there's something we call the two-factor authentication. So when you have the time, you just go on settings on Instagram, go to settings and go to privacy and security. And then the two-factor authentication. So what happens here is that they'll give you have another access, like an email access, where you'll be notified if someone is trying to, like access your page. Do you understand? If someone, because what these hackers do is that, I don't know, those technical things, if the tech people can help us, they just, I don't know, whether come up with codes or whatever, and just start trying things, and before you know they're in your account, and then they will lock you out of it. So when you do the two-factor authentication, it secures you. So you can choose the text message. So once someone is trying to access your account, a text message is sent to you. Do you understand? So this one is just for security purposes. The technical people would understand it better, those in IT. But it's something we all need to do to be able to secure our page so that our hard work doesn't go in vain. Imagine that 1 month you manage to get 1,000 extra followers, and then the next morning you wake up and it's all gone. But that is quite different from losing followers. Losing your page is different from losing followers. Losing followers is a totally different thing. But this one is for securing the page, not your followers. It doesn't secure your followers. Because if I'm following you and I decide to unfollow, nobody can stop me. So this is to secure your page from hackers. So it's something we should all take note of. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so it means that I'll just go straight and talk about the losing of followers. Has anyone here had an issue where you got, like, you woke up in the morning, you knew you had 523 followers, and then before you realize it's like 400?
Yes.
You lost some followers, right? Okay. So it's quite something a little bit complicated. Like I said, Instagram day in, day out. I don't know whether it's deliberate to just be throwing people out of Instagram, I don't know. But what happens is that there are certain things that you can do on your page that will make you invisible. It's called shadow ban. There's something called shadow ban. In fact, it just came up. I'm sure at my last presentation on this topic, I'm sure you guys didn't hear anything about that. Nadi, yes. So it's something that just came up called shadow ban. But before then, not quite long ago, Instagram was doing like a sweep. So a lot of people, even me, at a point I lost 1,000 followers. But what was happening is, you see, back in the days, remember I said that people used to buy followers, right? You have people advertising that, oh, buy followers, get 5,000 followers for this amount. Those things were like spam. They just generate people, however, generate accounts and get them to follow you. But the downside of that is, if you're trying to grow your business, you don't need those kind of followers. You need followers who will buy. You need followers who will patronize your product or your service. So that thing people were doing back in the days, it only worked for bloggers. It worked for the fashion people, like they're just showing off on Instagram. So they're like, hey, I've just hit 50K followers, and everybody's like, oh, you know. But if you're a business person, it won't work for you. The reason for growing your page or for getting more followers is to be able to make more money. That is the basic reason. It's not because you want people to say, hello, you have this many followers, when you're not making money. What use is it to have 100,000 followers, and in a month, you can't even save 5,000 cedis? Like, it doesn't make sense. Let's put it that way. So what happened then was that people were buying followers. People were doing follow and unfollow. So these are some of the things that could happen to your accounts, and that may be the reason why your account is not growing or your page is not growing. So you need to check it. So normally what you do is, when you realize this thing or this change in your account, you should be able to check and see, have you used any banned hashtags recently? If yes, delete it. And then another thing you need to do is you need to report to Instagram. Send a report to Instagram that you think your page has been shadow banned. Don't say that you think your page has been hacked. Because if you say it's been hacked, Instagram will shut down the page completely. You said it's been hacked. Do you get me? So don't ever use the word hacked. Just report that you think you have been shadow banned, or you are not getting people to, or your page is no longer visible. Then they'll try and sort you out. And the ban can even last up to a year. So it means that you just be putting in so much effort, posting all the plenty pictures, and nobody is noticing you.
Disabled completely. Facebook.
Then someone must have reported for something serious.
Yes.
If your account is taken down by Instagram, then it means someone reported you.
Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook are one. So it means someone reported
It actually
you.
happened. It happened 6 months ago, and because I used the same page to promote my business.
Okay.
Because it was disabled, I couldn't access my business account too. It means everything.
Yes, so you have to start again.
And I had a lot of followers on Facebook.
You see, that's the downside to social media. That's why sometimes we tend to agree with the people who say that, look, you have to look for other ways of marketing. You have to look for other ways to get your business going, even without social media, because it is not stable. Do you understand? This can happen. We don't know the next big thing coming. Like I said before, we didn't even have Instagram and Facebook while we were doing business. And then it has come and it has made our lives better somehow. So what we need to do is just take advantage. If your page goes down, my dear, start again. It doesn't matter. Yes, it's painful.
So what happened is, when I started again, when I tried opening another Facebook account, I didn't get those options. The normal Facebook account that everybody should get, they didn't give me that
No.
Yes.
That means you use the same name.
No, a different name.
No,
Now,
I should-
Facebook suggested a different name to me, and I chose that name. But I didn't get all those options down there. So I couldn't open a business account again. So I don't have a business account on Facebook again because they didn't give me that option again.
There's option
To open a business account under,
your personal.
yes, on my personal.
Okay.
So
I have to look at that maybe afterwards.
I really don't know what is going on.
We'll look at that afterwards. Okay, so let's talk about promotions. Promotions and ads. I think earlier I talked about the fact that it's important to be able to.
Just one question before I move on. So, just by what you said, then for me, I think it's better I post without using hashtags.
You see, everything has its advantages and disadvantages. When you post without hashtags, your visibility also reduces. Because like I said, people use hashtags to search. Even me, every time I'm looking for something even as simple as hairnets, I just type hairnets Ghana. Do you understand? Because it's something you need to do to be able to let people find you easily. Do you get? My page says laces and more. But every time I post and I'm going to use hashtags, I still use hashtag laces and more. Do you understand? And then I use hashtag laces in Ghana, fabrics in Ghana, like, because you are trying to think, okay, if somebody is looking for fabric in Ghana, what would they type? That is the thought process you use to be able to, like come up with your hashtags. So the hashtags there, they are very important. Very, very important. So yes, hey, Stella.
I've also noticed that some people write the hashtags wrongly. So if you can take us through how to write good hashtags.
The hashtags, like I said, there is no proper format, but you don't write sentences. Like, oh, I was out with my people, hashtag, I was out with all my people. The key thing is that hashtags are for people to find you. Now, I was out with my people, I don't think I'll go and type I was out with my people to look for something, no. Your hashtags should be related to your location, your business, your industry, your service, your product, those things. Because that is what people will search. So like an MC, like Ghana wedding, because obviously somebody is looking for an MC for a wedding. So they will type Ghana wedding, they will type MC for weddings, they will type Ghana MC, like Swag MC, exactly Class. Those kind of things. So those are the things people will be looking out for.
My problem was sometimes when they are writing the hashtags, they actually do the sign and then leave a space, you see, and then something also use the apostrophe and then all those things. So that's what I wanted
That's
to
not hashtagging. Once you leave a space between the hashtag and then the word, it's no longer a hashtag. Because if you do a proper hashtag, it automatically turns blue. So it means that if somebody clicks on it, it should take the person to go and see more pictures or more posts under similar hashtag. So if your hashtag is not, I think I see people make that mistake a lot. So it has to be hashtag and then the word immediately. If it doesn't turn blue, please, you haven't done a hashtag, you've just typed. So it's important. You see, these things, they might seem long, complicated, boring, but those are the things that takes you far. Because like she was saying, building 40,000 followers in like 3 years or so, it's not that it's been easy. It's because you need to be consistent. There are certain things you need to do to, like grow your page, grow your business. Consistency is very key. First of all, you need to look at the pictures you are posting, the videos you are posting. The quality has to be good. Your picture and video quality has to be good. Because when the picture quality or video quality is poor, it doesn't get any visibility. Even me, if I see your post and I can't even see the next, I'm scrolling, I can't like because I'm not seeing the thing properly. So your picture and video quality is very, very important. And then your caption. Someone can just post and say, we catered for an event last week, full stop. Okay, yes, the picture looks nice, but your caption is not very catchy. Your caption is not endearing. It's not giving me anything to smile about. So when I'm not saying put stories. It's nice to put stories. If the story is very interesting, yes, you can put a story. But it's important to put something very simple. Something, that when the person just reads and like is smiling or is happy. Do you understand? So your captions are very, very important, and then you add your hashtags to your caption, because those are the things that will be bringing more people to your page. Yes.
Okay, so I just found an app that says banned hashtags, and then it helps you discover
the banned hashtags.
The banned one, so you can easily.
Yeah, right now everybody is a tech person somewhere. People come up with various apps to do this, and it's just battery draining and storage taking. But of course, we need them. And yeah, talking about apps, there are certain apps that help you in growing your page. There are certain apps that helps you, like the ones you use for editing your pictures, the ones you use for editing your videos, because sometimes you want to post a picture and a video together. We have the apps. I think there is, what's the name? Pic Collage, there is Pic Story, there is Photo Grid. You should be able to learn to use these apps very well, so that you can have, your page has to be inviting. Do you understand? No matter what it is you do. Is there anyone here who has a problem with the content they are posting, so that we can give you ideas? Okay, I'm going to use the MCs for example, since nobody wants to come up with. So an MC, for example, of course, you would think, hey, an MC, doesn't every day I have to post a picture of myself holding a mic? No. Because you're an MC, you talk, right? So sometimes you can just make a post giving an advice, a video of yourself, like giving an advice. And one thing I realized about social media is this: when there is a face or a person to the business, people relate with you easily. That is one thing I noticed. So you should be able to once in a while, personally, when I say I'm shy, people don't believe, but I'm shy. So I don't like to put myself up on my page too much. And sometimes when I do, I don't even state that this is me. I can just, like put my personal handle there and walk away. But once in a while, I remember one time I posted a video of myself dancing on my birthday. The views were just amazing. You see, you're not doing it for attention on you. No. You're trying to get people to the business page. And like I said, at the end of the day, the whole idea is to be able to convert all this into cash. That is the whole idea. So when I'm saying do this, it is not because I just want you to waste time on Instagram or waste time on Facebook. But these are things that people, like. Because one thing about the internet is, I don't know who is behind it. I've seen a page. I don't know who is behind it. It could be a fraudster. It could be some strange person. And people use that, as an advantage or as a way to even defraud people. Because, of course, you don't see the person behind the page. So they tell you, I'm selling this. You send your money, your thing never comes. So putting yourself there every now and then even builds credibility. Right now, even the buyers, they are getting very, cautious, because people are defrauding people every day. I think recently on my personal page, I made a post. There's this page, Candice Apparel. They have a lot of followers. And one thing I realized is this: first of all, you will never find any comment under their posts. Secondly, they have, I can't remember, but maybe over 13,000 or 15,000 or even more followers. But they are following only one or zero. And then you don't get to see a post of a customer wearing the dress they claim to be selling. Because the kind of dresses they post, those are dresses, I know the designers who make those dresses. Those dresses are nothing less than $8,000 to $10,000. And then they'll come and post it and say 600 cedis, 800 cedis. And a lot of people I know have fallen victim here in Ghana. And the people say they are not here in Ghana. But when you want to make payment, they'll send you Ghana mobile money account. So you see, people are misusing social media. Do you understand? So for you to gain that credibility, there are so many things you would have to do to be able to convince people. Not especially those in the decor business. I don't think it's you'd even find a customer who just deal with you online and immediately send you money. It's rare. They want to meet you. Do you understand? It's only for those who are into trade. You're buying exchange of a particular product for money. Yes. And even that one, it takes time to build credibility. Even after today, with my 40-something thousand followers, someone will still tell me that the thing they are buying is just, let's say, 80 cedis. Let me not say just, because someone's 80 cedis is a lot of money. So it's 80 cedis, and the person is like, So do I have to pay? The person is in Tamale. Do I have to pay you before you send it? And I say, yes, please. Oh, no, I can't. Oh. I said, so what do you want me to do? Send it to me. I said, but me too, I don't know you. And there is a reason why I have taken my time to build my page to this point, to show credibility. So you, the buyer, there are certain things you need to know, to look out for on someone's page before you do business with them. So if you can't check these things out and you don't want to do, then you will never buy anything online. So it's just a way, a point of caution to those of us here running businesses. Try to be interactive. Try to show your face every now and then. Try to do things to let people know that yes, this is the person behind this page. How your last session? How did the last session benefit you or your business? What are you doing differently?
Okay, so I think I wasn't posting. Content. My problem was content actually. So after the last section, I've been able to generate content, know how to go about posting, and then the caption as well. So,
but has that helped you?
Oh, it has.
How?
I've seen followers, and then also it's not just followers, but I'm actually getting feedback. Yeah, feedback from Instagram. It didn't used to be like that. You just post and then you don't get much likes, and then also you don't get.
Get any business from these new followers from your Instagram page?
Yes, I have.
Actually, it really helps me out. When you check my Instagram page, previously, the pictures are all raw. I just post and leave it. But when I came for that time, it helps me. My pictures are, at least, when you look at my page, it's a little interesting to even go through it. And I have a lot of followers. And truly, I've had about 4 business from there. And I was happy about it.
Yes, I even see you posted it. So like I said, you have my details. You have the details. So if you have if you need any help, you just contact me. We'll see how best we can help each other. Thank you.
All right, please let's give it up for Stella, CEO of Lasers and More, Sales Consult, and Blue Petals Geo. She's doing so much. Thanks so much for the presentation. Like she said, if you need to know anything else, you can get in touch with her right here, and then later you can also get her on the phone, on her page. Just chase her around. She has a lot to offer. Let's do that for her one more time. We are about wrapping up. We just have a very short presentation, just about 10 minutes from Team Ayefro. Please, let's welcome Frank.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much for staying till now. In fact, we've been sharing some of these things on our platform on Sunday. So this is just a recap for those who are not on our platform. Okay, and time is already fast spent, so I'm just going to run through quickly some tips that you can start using from today to build your business. Okay, and the first one I'll say is that work with cloud services. Now, when I say cloud services, instead of having like an Excel or a paper or a book where you write your customer details and stuff inside, use online services like Google Sheets. Just write it. When you go, just search Google Sheets. With your Gmail address, you would be able to get the Excel that you usually put your customer details and everything in. But this one is online. Okay, and it really helps if you have a team, so that they can also sign in and then see all the data that you are sharing at any point in time, even if you are not there, and it helps with succession as well. And also for customer intimacy, we encourage that you use online calendars. So if you have a booking, some people write it in their diary. What if your diary gets stolen or something of the sort? There are many online calendars. Google also has one. So just put all your dates and things on online calendars. Or if you even want
to keep track of your customers' date of birth and stuff like that, so that you wish them on their birthday. Use online calendars. It will never fail you. And also, all these things can be shared with your team members. And for example, email is one of the cloud services that if you have like a G Suite account, you can open an email for FMS disposables, and everybody in your team can receive the mail coming to FMS, or you can select certain specific people who would receive the emails. The next one is to set your location. Like if you have a physical location, you have a shop like Stella does for laces and more, and you have a physical location, you can just set it on Google Map. You go on Google Map, the Google Map we all use. When you go on Google Map, you click the menu item, okay, the 3 lines that Stella spoke about, and you see add a missing location. Once you click on add a missing location, if you are at home or at your shop, you can add your location and then give it a name, Awos Rentals or something. And then people can use Uber to find your location and come directly to your shop. And the next one is to use the Ayefro Inc. app. List your services on the Ayefro Inc. app if you are not yet on the Ayefro Inc. app, and join our platform. Our WhatsApp group is very dynamic. It has really helped a lot of people. I believe how many people has the WhatsApp group helped? You've gotten a referral, you've gotten business with. So unfortunately, our WhatsApp group is full. So we are now migrating to Telegram. Everybody here, once we are done, just send me a hi. Our number is on the poster. We'll add you to the Telegram group, okay, because we want to build a very strong network of event vendors so that we can keep referring ourselves to customers. The fourth one is to have a website, like Carlos said, and the reason why you have a website is that it will anchor your various social media pages. So today Instagram is the ish, tomorrow Snapchat may be the ish, tomorrow something else may come, and customers will be moving from one platform to the other. But if you have a website, it is the one which anchors them regardless of the social media platform which counts. All these things I'm running through them because we discuss them extensively on our WhatsApp page. Okay, and we do it every Sunday at 4 p.m. So when we move to Telegram, we'll continue doing the same thing. And so with it, I bring my discussion to an end. And I would also like for all of us to reintroduce ourselves shortly, because not everybody got the opportunity to introduce yourself. And then we are also taking the video of it for our next promotion. So if you can just come from table, just come and stand here, our video person. Your name, your company, the services you provide, your location, what's unique about you.
Hello, good evening, beautiful people. My name is Joyce Dankwa. So I cook. I cook all manner of food. My name is Joyce Dankwa. I cook main dishes, finger licking dishes. I do small chops. We do cakes. We do deco. We do events coordinating and then event planning. So please, if you have any maybe any referrals, you can link me up. I'm always available. Thank you so much.
Alright, so the next person, so let's do that in orderly manner. So we have 3 videos for all of us, maybe. Frank wants all of us to come and stand here for the video. So Frank wants to give us 3 footages, so please, let's read that one and the next.
I'm Jessie Edujamra, Velvet Rose Bakes and Bridals. I'm into cakes, pastries, small chops, fruit juices, wedding cakes, all types of cakes.
Thank you very much. Next person, please. Let's do that in orderly manner. Your name, what you do, your location, and then your contact.
Good evening. My name is Paulina Kusapati. I'm from Kaplan's Creations, Events Deco and Management Specialist.
Good evening. My name is Honorable Anthony Kwame Sabuki. I'm a professional waiter. You can see I'm a professional waiter. I'm also a mixologist. With the waiter service, if you have an event and you need professional waiters who will not come and steal your drinks, You need somebody, a truthful person, who will manage your bar, manage the waiters, and at the end of the day, will provide a beautiful euphoria for all your guests that comes. Your guests are VIP, so you need somebody who is professional, educated. I'm a journalist by profession, but I've put it aside and I'm doing the waiting job full time.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. My name is Faustina and I'm from Trails Events. So we do rental of all event items. And then we are adding decoration to Bemakam.
Good afternoon. My name is Inokto Konu. I'm from Bank of Africa. I'm a systems and network engineer. Thank you.
Please, let's all take notes, and then if we have our cards available, let's make it available.
My name is Patience Awu Akomenya, and my company name is Awu's Decor. I'm into event decor and event planning. Thank you.
Next person, please. Thank you. Anyone ready can come so that we make it quick.
Hello. My name is DJ Nate. I'm a DJ. The company name is Let Moments Only. We provide sound and DJ services for all your parties and programs. Thank you.
I'm Loretta Daikipa. Loretta. Floral cakes. We make cakes for all occasions, especially novelty cakes or themed cakes. All the skills you want, just call us.
Thank you.
Tell Committee 4.
Please, your name, your brand name, your location, and what you do. Free footage for you.
Hi, my name is Frida. FMS Disposables. We are into food disposable packaging, party items, baking packaging, baking ingredients, and a whole lot. We are in SEMA. Thank you.
My name is Mamisi Kwansa. My brand name is Sweeties GH. I'm into cakes. So cakes for all occasions.
Hi, so I'm Miriam with Memuna Tozaki. So if you want that hot and authentic Tozaki, original, it's Memuna Tozaki. Pre-orders. Thank you.
Hi, this party event. My name is Patience Ansa. Event planning. My name is Patience Ansa. Party events, and we are into event planning as usual and decoration. We are located in Kanswa Millennium City.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm Business Development Manager for Kittiwake Gardens and Event Space at Adenta Fafaha. I'm also with L'Amour Events. They are at West Legon.
Hello, my name is Michael Edu. My Instagram page, you can find me KexCDMC. I'm an event host. So if you need any event host, you can link me up and then we'll do business together. Thank you.
Alright, my name is Osai Sapon. Catch me on Instagram, Osai Sapon _ I'm your MC. Thank you very much.
My name is Emmanuel. My name is Emmanuel Aite, and I'm from Imprecious Ghana, and we are based in Committee 20, and we do event photo printing. We help brands to build their social media collateral. So what we do is we help you to build following online and interactions, as well as print photo stickers, which go as offline marketing collateral for your events.
Okay, so my name is Antioch. I'm a professional MC, a poet, and so for your corporate events, wedding receptions, parties, just let me know. My handle is Antioch_GH, so catch you all. Alright.
Okay, so photography for this workshop was provided by Primus Photography, video by Primus. I always get confused whether it's Primus or Primus. Primus Photography, video by Destiny Lens. We also had a free instance print by Impressions Ghana. MTN Ghana is still around, you can see them. Stella is here for any further consultation. We thank you all so much for coming. I have a lady here with me, she's called Beauty Erica Kofiga. She is my trainee, yes, and I am Ira Kwansma. I was one of your moderators for the session. I'm a corporate and social events MC, and also with photography firm Pinhole Expressions. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, Ira Kwansma and Pinhole Expressions. Thank you all so much for coming. God bless you. We take the closing prayer by Auntie Jessie. So after the prayer, we are going to have a photo session. The frame is over there. The photographer is around. We take lots of pictures. Thank you all so much. Auntie Jessie.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for bringing us to a successful end of the program. We are praying, committing ourselves that as we are going back home, grant unto us traveling mercies, so that at the end we may give you glory and praise. We pray that whatever that we have learned here, be able to put it into practice to grow our businesses. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name I pray thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen. Thank you all for coming. We hope to see you next year.